Hi everyone, and welcome to Agents of the Nine Hells. Thank you for joining. I knew something was going to happen, but there we go. Good. Thank you, Toby. Thank you for joining us for our next adventure, our evening of Dungeons and Dragons, and the next instalment in Agents of the Nine Hells, episode 6. Episode 6. By the end of this, we'll be halfway.
Oh man!
I know, right?
It doesn't feel like we've done enough stuff. We should get on with stuff, guys.
We went to a spa.
That's true. Okay.
You got a cocktail named after you.
Yeah.
Done loads of stuff.
Can I finish the intro?
Sorry. Okay, worse it is.
Andreas kicked a ball really hard.
Yeah, that happened too. If anything we're talking about is confusing to you, you can catch up on what we're doing on our YouTube channel. That's Adventurers Wanted on YouTube. Videos will also be on video on demand, or VOD, at twitch.tv/adventurerswanted, where you might be watching, or twitch.tv/D&D, where you might be watching as well. Hello, everybody. For those who are new to Dungeons & Dragons and you've just stumbled across this stream inadvertently, everyone here plays fantasy characters in a fantasy universe. The players all have character sheets in front of them. They all have unique statistics, names, backgrounds, all the rest of it, and they'll be rolling dice to see what they do and how well they do it. 20s are brilliant, 1s are hilariously bad on a 20-sided dice roll, plus whatever's on their sheet. There will be other dice rolls as well, but that's the basics if you are interested. And while they play all their characters, I will play absolutely everyone else they encounter, apart from one special guest today. Hello.
I can teleport now, it's exciting.
We'll do an intro in a sec. Thank you very much for joining us, Ellie.
Thank you.
And otherwise, yes, I will be playing everyone else and everything else they encounter, and together we will all tell our story. So, you are joining us for the 6th chapter of our adventure. Our party of heroes in Avernus originally were tasked with a smallish job of helping a community with a hell wasp nest. That job led to a bigger job, which is leading them to travel through the various lower planes of existence, and they have just managed to quite literally pop out of Carceri, but we'll come to that in a moment. In the meantime, starting all the way over there, and below me on the stream, I think. Toby, can you give your name, your pronouns, your character's name, their pronouns, and how they are doing right now, a bit what they look like, that sort of thing?
I'm diagonally below you.
All right. Okay. There.
Yeah.
Hello. I'm Toby. I play the Prince Dawn in Game of Thrones. Oh no, that's a...
Oh my god!
Wow. They dubbed you over, didn't they? They dubbed over your one line.
It was mine. It was just the back of Peter Dinklage's head. I play Andreas Doros, gladiatorial champ from the centre. I use him, as does Andreas. And I think the highlight of last game was kicking the football full of a horned demon and several barbed demons.
Devils.
Details, all footballs to me. Over some buildings. It was hilarious. And then they chased us. Someone else took them out.
Yeah.
Segue.
Things going well for Perigal, who I play. My name's Shamini. I use she, her pronouns. It is Perigal. Perigal is very good at spells, and last time she cast a spell, and it went well. So I'm quite hyped. Perigal's quite happy. Hell is great, guys.
Great. So I'm Ellie. Hello. I'm going to be playing Muriel, who I'm going to tell you nothing about, because I think we're going to leave it as a surprise from what I remember.
Terrible Muriel.
That's all you get, just Muriel. It's a little tidbit, but nothing concrete. And we both use she, her pronouns. So I'll tell you the rest later. Ooh, secrets.
It's shit full of the secrets. I'm like, well, I'm going to be completely open about who I am and who I'm playing. I'm Grace, and pardon?
That's what you want us to think.
Conspiracy theories have started amongst the cast.
Everyone laughed at mine. It was about Keldon. It was, yeah. I'm Grace, and I use they them pronouns, and I will be playing Flatter of Wings, who also uses they them pronouns. Flaster is a Tabaxi warlock rogue. The most interesting thing they did last session was decide to stay in a room with demons and devils when everyone else had already run quite far out of it.
On the ceiling.
On the ceiling.
Just on the ceiling.
Yeah, you've got to. And then I killed a hydra.
Like you
Everyone
did.
else.
Okay,
no. To be fair, I definitely kill sniped Andreas, but it was fine.
Fine.
Hi, I'm Chloe. I use she/her pronouns, as does my character Monsoon, who is a water genasi / tiefling bard. So the wetness of a water genasi with the horns of a tiefling.
Wow. I don't think that came out the way you meant it to.
Me defining my character through wetness and horns. I'm just gonna lean into the skid on that one. Just gonna pretend that it was totally intentional, and I have no issues with what I've just said. Which is how Monsoon lives her life. So I think that's very apt.
Good
And I'm
segue,
gonna
yeah.
stop talking now.
What's Judah got?
Hi.
Okay, go ahead.
Everybody.
My name's Matt and I'm playing Judah. I feel like we need to let that moment settle. I am an Aasimar fighter rogue who uses the bow and sneaks around this lot while they all get the crap kicked out of them.
Pronouns?
And I use he, him, and my character uses he, him as well.
I'm Emma. I'm gender fluid and using they them today. I'm playing Calden, who is also gender fluid and using he him today. Calden is a Minotaur life cleric of Ilmata, a god of sacrifice. Last week, Calden got tied to a mast and then saw everything in double time because she, at the time, was going by she, was hasted.
Good choices. Good choices were made. I think
It was good. And now has very few spells left.
Yes, well, choices were made, and I'm Chris, and I use they, them pronouns.
I'm sorry to go back into this moment, but I would like to reiterate that Chloe's wet and horny character tied you to a mast.
I hasted.
Oh, you hasted. God
Andreas
damn.
helped tie me to the mast.
Okay.
Very securely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry to.
Wet horns and very fast.
What was happening in that game thing?
Before we kick off, intro text. This stream will run for roughly 3 hours, and there will be a 5-10 minute break somewhere near the middle, depending on time. We're delighted to be sponsored by D&D Beyond, the official digital toolset for Dungeons & Dragons. D&D Beyond offer a compendium with all the game's rules, lore, and adventures, as well as digital tools, digital character sheets, as you can see being displayed here, and a lovely Twitch extension, which should be next to Toby's head.
Here.
Yeah, lovely. You can click on character sheets there and see more about everyone on the stream today, except for Ellie, because secrets. Secrets. Head to dndbeyond.com for more information. We're also very proud to be sponsored by, supported by For Fans by Fans. I'm wearing a t-shirt from them. It's got an Oblex on it. I love it.
It's a good t-shirt.
It's a good t-shirt.
Definitely all know what that
It's really
Yeah, I was going to say what's an Oblex, but then it's
It's a psychic ooze. It's really good.
It's very cool. It's a very cool thing.
We're also supported by Ultra Pro. Ultra Pro do a variety of Dungeons & Dragons products, including dice. These are their heavy metal dice set. They are absolutely gorgeous, thick black dice, just great. And if you want to pop onto our Twitter page at twitter.com/adventurous250, you can enter a competition there. Is it thick? Is it thick black? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Emma started. This is all your fault.
Anyway, head to our Twitter page to potentially win some dice. We've got loads of sets we are giving away. Thank you again, Ultra Pro. Lovely. Finally, We play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse set of characters with wide-ranging sexual and gender identities. Our tables are trans-positive, and we encourage and champion trans players and characters in our games. The DM and players may portray characters that are of a different gender to their own, and we aim to avoid misgendering, but acknowledge that it does happen, and have a company policy in place for correcting people on pronouns. If we miss an instance of misgendering, we're open to being corrected, so please do just let us know if you think one has been missed. Thank you. Without further ado, music. Good. Thanks, Toby. So,
As jolly as previously. Okay.
if you remember,
Not very jolly. Oh dear.
last time, you were being attacked/grappled by a fiendish hydra on the River Styx in a boat captained by a Merenloth. The hydra was trying to keep you in Carceri, the prison plane that no one ever leaves. You were about to be assaulted by devils riding in hovercraft and demons on a ship of chaos that was approaching you as well, which you don't know much about yet. It's not. It's really not. However, thanks to the Merenloth's control weather spell, killing the hydra at just the right time, you slingshotted out of the terrible situation you were in, with a wall of force protecting your exit and blowing up a couple of hovercraft in the process. Thank you, Perigal. You disappeared with a out of the situation you were in. And reappear. You're still on the Styx, but this is a very different Styx. Still the same river, it seems, but gone are the wide, marshy swamplands you were in on Carceri. It is now a wide, roughly 100-foot river, very, very slow moving. And the river is grey, and the land on either sides of the banks are grey. The sky is grey.
Wow.
Thin, anemic white light just filters gently through very grey clouds. And either side of this river tributary you are on is just desert, scrubland, unremarkable, grey, lifeless Hades.
Mm-hmm.
Your Merenloth captain, Canaith. Carianth? Carianth, sorry. Carianth, you wrote this down. Carianth guides the ship to a stop in the middle of the Styx. The ship is quite badly damaged. Major gashes bitten out of it from where the Hydra attacked it directly. Quite a lot of the zombie rowing team are gone. There's maybe 15 to 20 left. What do you do? Yes, mate.
How many of the devils were killed, if any? I'm asking due to soul collection purposes.
You don't know.
You should ask the
Okay.
captain that.
Can I very quickly also check?
Yes.
Will it be obvious to us all that we're definitely out of Carceri?
Not necessarily.
Cool.
Has haste dropped?
Yeah, you're gonna feel real bad for 6 seconds.
Keldon briefly passes out for 6 seconds, then it's fine again, because we're out of initiative.
Oh, could someone untie me from this mask, please?
I do that.
Thank you, Andreas.
I did a spell. The spell, it worked. I think, did you see?
Yeah,
I cast a spell.
I did the fuck out of a spell.
And
That was very good.
It was an amazing spell.
it
Yeah.
is, however, now I presume gone. So they might still be coming. So should we be stopping?
Ooh.
Oh, why have we stopped?
Point.
I can feel that it's gone because it's a concentration spell. I'm on a different plane. I can't
Yes.
possibly be sustaining. Right? Yeah. So maybe.
I need to take a moment to check out the crew. Give me a sec. And the captain's sort of going and looking and just sort of, as they walk past all
Like a
the different...
mechanic.
Yes, just looking at the holes. Roughly once every 6 seconds, the boat is starting to heal itself, which shouldn't happen, but bits of wood is reforming.
Fluster sort of drops down from the rope that they had just about managed to grab a hold onto as we moved from Carceri to Hades, and just sort of like drops down into the... We're not going anywhere now. We're not keeping on moving.
We'll move in a second. I just need to make sure that the ship's okay, and we've lost some crew, so we'll be slow.
Is there anything that we can do to make either the healing process faster or make the ship itself faster?
It's not really something I like to share.
Yeah,
I can roll.
he can roll.
Can you roll perfectly in time with a bunch of... No, I didn't think so.
I'll just keep an eye on the direction that we've just came from,
Yeah,
in case
scanning
like
the
a
horizon.
human ship just...
Yep, it's fine.
Oh dear.
Sometimes we have to share secrets. It's better to lose something that you're holding as a secret rather than your life, right? If you've got demons chasing you.
I'm not that worried about demons and devils.
Me
Can
neither.
I insight check that?
Of course.
With guidance from Ilmata.
Yes, of course.
Thanks, Elmata.
Oh god, sorry. That's a d4 on the floor, but it's a 4. I'm gonna
Ilmata
have it. Oh,
doesn't
on top of my 5. Plus 9, 18.
18. They don't seem to be all that bothered or worried. You don't really know why.
Can you ballpark a figure of how long we're just going to be kind of sitting ducks, I think is the term.
Oh, I see. I will need a couple of minutes to get the boat ship shape, and then we will need to work out the best way of traveling forward from here. I am low on zombies. And they are quite handy, otherwise I am simply casting gusts of wind all day.
We can't really help with zombies, although we can provide, obviously, manpower.
And also other person power too.
I may be able to procure some. I will look into it. And again, they're not in any rush whatsoever, just taking their time, walking down the deck. You see them loosely casting a spell and looking off to the middle distance for roughly 6 seconds, and then...
He seems remarkably... Oh, sorry, apologies. They seem remarkably unperturbed.
Yeah, I feel like they've only ever really been kind of like perturbed to then concerned to then back to not really perturbed at all. Not much seems to actually shake them.
They only seemed perturbed when the Hydra was, clamped on.
Yeah, that was it.
And even then, it was just a raised eyebrow.
Where are you, Judah?
Speaking from the top of the mast.
Yeah, I'm still at the top of the mast, and I'm also peering back in the direction of where we came, just because I assume if we popped through, then something else could pop through.
It looks, if you look back that way, it looks like the river just extends back through this quite featureless landscape. From a slightly higher vantage point, you can see that this isn't an entirely featureless landscape. There are occasional shrubs, bushes, a stunted tree, occasional bits of movement that they're quite far away, so you can't quite focus on what they are. But it's not like this area is completely lifeless, just quite lifeless.
But it looks like the river carries on rather than like drops off or does something weird shimmering effects or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Can I do some sort of check with my knowledge about demons, devils, the abyss, blah, 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 rooms I might have picked up? Because I suspect that maybe the ferry people can go through portals that other people can't.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a...
Roll me a survival check with advantage.
Yeah. Could I do history with advantage, just because instead of +5, that's then -2?
Would you want the lower roll?
That'd be funny, wouldn't it? That would be a 0. 13, lucky for some.
So that's an 11, or is that a 13?
13 in total.
13 in total.
You're taking a 13 rather than a dirty 20, right? Can I just clarify that? Yeah.
I'm a role player.
So keeping character right now.
You don't know, but that's an assumption you could make.
That's probably right.
Do you say that?
Yeah, but I mean, I haven't said anything before that.
Does Andreas narrate his own thoughts?
I've had an internal discussion, and then I've said, that's probably right.
I feel like we've heard this enough though, just to kind of like shrug it off and just be like, oh, Andreas is having a think.
What's probably right?
Oh, I was thinking that probably the ferry people can get through portals, and that's why we're not being worried about getting chased. Either that, or the ferry person just saw Andreas, the giant, slay a Hydra with everyone's help. And that is why he's not worried.
Or they know that the devils who are following us are after us and not them or the boat.
Mayhaps.
I just keep looking out just in case.
Can I check for something that is very unlikely, but just in case?
Sure.
The ship has been repairing itself.
Yes.
Can I make some kind of check to go, okay, is this ship just enchanted? Or, long shot, is it some kind of weird creature?
Sure, roll me a survival check.
Like in Farscape, but the ship was alive.
I'm doing it with the special heavy dice.
Farscape, that's your reference point.
That's a bad roll.
Can I assist that in my thinking that the ship is actually still a part of the Marinloth? Is an extension of the Marinloth.
Do you two discuss these theories?
I'd probably start looking quite closely at just like one of the particular bits where it's healing.
I wonder if they are healing the ship. There seems to be some sort of link between them that we can't understand. I wonder whether they are
Oh, the captain and the... that sounds a lot smarter.
like
Can
a sort
I,
of boat centaur.
throw in my 2 pennies worth?
Sure,
Or
yeah.
2 coppers worth, as it
I
were.
wonder if that's why they need the souls.
Yeah. Can I perform that I understand that?
Roll a performance check.
Perigal is currently really embarrassed that like Monsoon gets it. and
Nat
Perigal-
20.
Monsoon gets it.
I mean, we don't need to explain if Monsoon gets it.
Exactly. Do I roll with
Yes,
advantage?
please. Survival with advantage, because you're trying to gauge the livingness of a creature.
Survival?
Yeah.
Nat 20 again!
Hey!
No way!
The ship is not alive.
No point casting haste on it then. Good to know.
That's all you get on a natural 20.
Oh, the ship is not alive. Marinloths can heal ships that they captain.
Okay.
You're right about their healing it somehow, but it's not. I don't know if that's. Is that something you'd use soul coins to do?
No.
Would there be? Probably does actually use soul coins for that. But no, I was having to think about how to make it go faster, but there's no. My plan doesn't work if it's actually just a ship. But yeah, so that's.
All right. I'm ready to progress if everyone else has finished theorizing about my ship.
Did you get a soul from that Hydra? Do
Yes,
Hydras have souls?
and
'Cause-
from the devils
well, the
that
devils were
Perigal
quite far
blew up.
away. I didn't blow them up. It was a.
Smash them!
Was that?
I'll have to check. They walk to the front, the figurehead, and just put their hand on the figurehead and just concentrate for a second. There's one soul in there, but it's bestial. Not worth that much.
Oh. How much do we still owe you?
6 humanoid souls.
Right. Okay. Doesn't
My friend, I do not believe a differential was made between bestial and humanoid souls. I mean, that was not in the original chit-chat.
call you.
I asked you for a soul each,
Hmm.
and you all proffered your own.
The soul of a mighty Hydra with many, many heads. I cannot count how many heads it has.
There were
because I
15.
can't count above 7.
There were 15.
Don't even use all your fingers. To me, it looks like there were 20. I could see them all so much.
But it is known. The soul is in the heart, not in the head.
That's very wise of you, Andreas.
The ship is now slowly moving forward.
Good.
I will need to find some more bodies. I have a couple of thoughts, but we may need to have a pause.
How does it work with zombie souls? Does a zombie need to have its soul?
No, it's just a body.
So we can like double up, really.
What?
Like if we find some little devil bastards, slay them, you can have their souls and turn them into zombies.
I was simply going to procure more zombies, but
How do you do that?
Oh, you can buy anything in the lower planes if you know where to look.
Buy zombies. Gosh.
It's easier than making your own.
Oh, right.
Ah,
We do owe you many souls, but just to make it clear, we're going to go and find you some souls rather than. I mean, we're using these ones.
Sure.
So, you know, we're going to get you some. That's right? Right?
We yes, I would prefer if our souls were not on the table.
Strongly prefer.
This is a character.
Calvin!
Sorry. Serious conversation about souls.
Also, we have not signed anything.
I'm guessing they kind of consider it a verbal contract sort of thing.
I feel like that should be established beforehand, no?
Obviously, we don't want to upset anyone. I just want to make clear that any payment will go. We can just be fine. Everything will probably be fine.
You're adding a lot of errata onto this verbal arrangement.
Quite.
No bestial souls. Got to provide zombies, you know?
You don't have to provide zombies. Do you want to go at a certain speed where your new friends won't catch up with you?
I would quite like that.
Why does it need to be perfect? Stroking of the oars. Why can I not help row?
If you'd like to lend your aid, please do.
As well.
Roll me an athletics check
Oh,
and
no.
a dexterity check, just a flat dexterity check.
As someone with a little bit of expertise in this, like, it will not sabotage the speed of the boat massively by not...
Having one person rowing maniacally.
As long as you are, like, being in, like,
That's a
as
dexterity
much as
check.
possible in
That's the
time.
dexterity check.
So one person has an oar for either side.
I'm guidancing the dex check.
That would be 2 nat 20s.
I did see it. It's not like.
I'm sorry, what were you saying, dear?
Can I just check something picture-wise? Because I was is it an oar either side? Because I was really worried about you just furiously turning us in circles.
It's towards either side. But nat 20, Andreas is carefully rowing in time with the zombie in front of him, just watching it like, yeah, just nailing it, and cutting through the water like it's no effort.
Who would have thought Andreas would be quite good at being in time with some mindless... No, that's been... it felt mean when I said it out loud. So, yeah.
You are now cutting through the water slightly faster. Slightly faster.
I mean, if Andreas can do it, right? Like, we can only make fools of ourselves.
Well, yeah, we can make fools of ourselves.
Yeah, come on, let's go. I'm gonna go and sit down.
You going to try rowing as well?
Yeah. I have -2.
Athletics check.
I thought you needed a dexterity check first.
Athletics check first to see if you can actually row this massive oar.
I find a lot of it is about technique rather than.
Is it a
As a
run?
natural one.
Can Fluster lift the oar?
I'm a -2 to strength.
So you rolled a -1.
Yes,
Get, like,
I did.
banged by the side.
No, you just
I like. If Andreas can do it, we might as well. The worst thing that could happen is make a fool of ourselves. This is all part of the.
Are you just thinking about doing it?
Yes, I haven't tried to put any pressure on yet.
Sometimes it sounds like positive thinking helps. Like if you think about it really hard, you could just stop. It doesn't.
Yeah, I decided this was a stupid idea anyway.
You're moving through the water. You are moving considerably more slowly than you were beforehand. The loss of the oars people, as well as because it's a sail and there are oars as well. So combining those things together is a considerably slower speed as you are basically drifting downriver at this point.
We, of course, wouldn't think to tell you how to run your own very lovely boat. So whatever you think is necessary.
Oh, don't worry. We should be joining up with her in a sec.
Joining up with who?
On the horizon, coming up the river,
Is Tiamat.
Formerly known as Muriel.
The blue dragon head is called Muriel.
You hear a faint nautical jaunty tune.
Yarr!
Can I roll a perception check?
Please do.
With guidance from a martyr.
Of course.
Oh, that's a 19.
19. There's also, like, it's quite noticeable in this grey landscape, like belching black smoke. Very similar to what you saw from the Devil's Hovercraft before.
Smoke, fire!
Right. We don't have any cannons. What do you expect to happen when you say fire?
I expect you to look at the fire!
On fire!
Will you not just keep going? Keep going.
As you continue forward, you hear a faint, almost grinding, whirring noise. And over the horizon, coming towards you, is an old-fashioned steamboat.
Oh, it's beautiful.
We're in Hades and we haven't pissed anyone off here yet, so they're probably not out to get us, right?
We should probably not say anything.
Okay.
I'm sure
We'll
we
just
will.
be very quiet.
I will shout from the top, friend or foe?
On the sailboat, you can see various demons, devils, Yugolovs, creatures that you probably don't recognise, just milling about. There are quite a few humanoid hippopotamuses wearing very elaborate outfits that make them look a little bit like they're from some ancient civil war. Like, it's a very strange look. One calls over to you. Be ye friend or foe?
I thought you just asked them that.
Yeah, I'll see first.
Has anyone in hell ever said friend?
That's literally it.
Shall we try it?
Yes.
We already have.
Judah, tell them we're friendly.
We're friendly.
Do you have any proof of that?
I haven't killed you yet.
That is a very good point. The ship is just slowly just coming up next to you, and the Marinoth is guiding over and grabbing ropes and going, "Give us a hand. Let's see if we can lash up and attach ourselves."
Judah, try politely introducing yourself.
I'll assist with the ropes.
It's fine. Yeah. The ropes are tied up. The steamboat has now slowed to a stop, and the barge has been tied up on the side. And the captain looks at all of you and goes, "Don't forget, you're travelling with me."
We never.
And a rope is thrown down over the side,
Wait,
and
are we still moving?
the boats have stopped. The boats stopped together.
Oh dear, okay. Okay.
The captain starts climbing the rope that's been thrown down and starts climbing up the side.
Maybe they're going to buy some zombies.
No, I think we should get onto that boat.
Yeah, that boat looks in much better nick.
Let's go and have a look.
Yes, but they're going in the wrong direction. I don't want...
No, but do you remember the agreement we had about the souls?
We should definitely travel with this boat.
We had an agreement with the...
Fuck this person!
Yes, but then they might be out to get us.
Perigal, I can turn undead as soon as we're off this boat. I can
That
turn
doesn't seem very
undead.
polite to just sort of welch on a deal, does it? I mean, agreements were made.
Do you know what else is not polite?
What?
Using souls to power your ship.
Let's be as polite as we like to their face, but privately, we know that we're not going to do a lot of this shit.
Are you climbing the rope onto the
I
ship?
am.
Good.
That's most manners.
Most polite people in
I
our
will go and
experience.
see.
You all slow.
Monsoon, do you feel like it would be a good idea for me to turn these undead?
I feel like it would be a fun idea. I'm not so sure about the good part because I feel like it is going to be kind of obvious that we've done that to screw them over, and I feel like screwing them over while they're still quite up on the souls thing.
So, not right now.
Not right now. Not right now. Yeah.
Gotcha. I will save it for later.
Good.
As you all climb on board, the Marinoth captain has climbed up the rope, stepped over the side, and is now walking down the deck. As the 6 of you are climbing onto deck, one of these, they're called GIF
Nice.
Not GIF.
Oh.
GIF.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, the hippopotamus.
You know, the
Yeah.
GIF Yankee.
Not GIF.
No, not like that.
GIF, which are large humanoid hippos. Two of them are helping you on deck and they're very clear, sort of are standing in your way. So you can't just wander off and are getting all six on deck. And one steps forward and goes, "Welcome aboard the Queen of the Styx. Are you? You said you were friendly. Are you all friendly? Are you here to help?"
Absolutely. That is true.
Do you need help?
Well, we have a certain rule about passengers on board this ship. To join up and on the crew, even for a short stay, you must agree to be part of the Independent Outreach Bureau for the Intervention in Needless Wars.
And what does the something Bureau for the Intervention use? What is your role?
Oh, we stay out of the way, and we try and get in between if there are demons and devils having a bit of a who now what's it. And we make very, very clear that war, in general, is a bad idea and should not be done unless it is to stop other wars.
How does that go?
We have a wonderful time doing it, and our captain certainly has the head screwed on straight about how we do this. Now, if you'd like to come with me to the captain so we can sign the paperwork.
I would prefer to destroy the demons and devils. And
Well, you see, that kind of violent
Yeah,
attitude is
destroy
something that
each
we
other.
have a very strong opinion on here.
You just said though that sometimes war to prevent it, right?
Yeah, if they are the aggressors first, then we have no problem engaging in open
Right.
warfare, but the aggression must lie in the party that attacks, not the other way around. We could not be the aggressors in a war situation.
Could someone just say some shorter words, please? My
It's
brain.
fine. Basically, we're all good if we end up in a fight and say just hypothetically say that Andreas isn't the first one to do something, right? Maybe other people
I
do
really
stuff. Yeah. Maybe other people start fighting before Andreas does. Totally fine if he gets involved. So basically, we're going to try and stay out of the way. No one's asking for any more souls. It'll be fine.
I always try and stay out of the way, and then when you get hurt, I just heal you.
Perfect. Yeah.
Would you like to meet the captain to sign the appropriate paperwork?
But wait
Does-
a minute,
does
Mr.
it-
Pushy salesperson. What I'm saying is, I prefer the last ship.
Perhaps we could.
It does not come with strings attached.
Should we have a vote?
It does come with strings attached.
But
But
both
both
of
are
these-
attached to your soul.
Both of these ships are full of strings.
I haven't
And that's
seen
string
any.
theory.
I haven't seen any strings. I could chop them up with my axe.
Just think of all the ropes as big strings.
If you are not willing to sign the agreement, we do understand and ask you politely to vacate the premises.
Oh yeah.
Where are you going?
Oh, we travel up and down the Styx, getting in the way of all the wars and conflicts that might occur. We have a round-trip timetable I can show you on the far side.
Really surprised you are still alive.
Is that not?
Looking this hippo person up and down, they are a head taller than you, so, you know,
Oh.
they are also carrying weapons you do not even begin to understand. They look like magical wands, but they're all made of metal.
So if we were to join up temporarily, it means that if, as you're going along, we all see a big sort of war happening, we would all have to go and hang out in the middle of it.
And stop the war happening, precisely.
That sounds very dangerous.
No, it's perfectly fine. Just whenever you see a warlike encounter, you have to stand in the middle saying, please do not hurt each other.
Right.
If they then do, you kill as many of them to stop the war happening as you possibly... as little as possible.
Oh, I might be able to get on board with this.
That is an excellent pun, sir.
Oh wow.
It's just we do have our own sort of things to be getting on with, don't we?
But luckily there is so much conflict in Avernus, so I'm sure they are going that way.
We do, our round journey does end in some parts of Avernus before heading back up towards this neck of the woods. We do not go beyond this point, as Carceri tends to be quite hard to get into and out of.
Oh, so you're turning around and going back.
Indeed we are, this is our turning point.
Ideal.
Where is the music coming from?
Oh, there's a band upstairs, there's an entire hotel casino on the whole ship if you'd like to explore.
Can we not stay on this ship rather than on this stupid long ship?
Okay,
Well, then, if you would like to join me, I will take you to the captain, who will have a word with you about the ins and outs of the particulars of the contract you will be signing.
I think we should just check that our souls are not going to be ripped from our bodies if we break the first agreement before signing a second agreement.
Yeah.
That may be worse. We don't know yet.
Strongly feel.
I smash very
Can I-
person.
The violence. Remember the violence?
Can I just confirm with me? I thought we confirmed that last time that he was. They were sort of bullshitting that.
Oh yeah, they like to play a scary game.
I think I rolled
Yeah.
a really high insight check that
Yeah.
they were faking it.
Okay.
You are not locked into any kind of contract with the fairy person. though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they said that to scare us. You know that I'm rather good at reading people, and I think your soul will be safe.
That's good to hear.
Thick. You thick.
And now,
Perigal, I can never give you a definite answer, but if I thought for 1 minute that your soul was not safe, I would not give you this answer.
And I
Keldon is trustworthy.
Geldon can read people like you can read books, you know?
He does seem very nice. I wouldn't want to be rude by doubting you in any way. Like, obviously, you say.
I mean, you should doubt people. It's good to not always trust people.
Yes, don't trust anyone else in hell.
Would you
You're
like to
right.
see the captain now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well then, follow me, please.
The captain, probably good friends with Carriant, right? Though.
Oh, I believe they are acquainted, but in the same way that two people who ferry the same river are liable to nod as they pass each other in the stream, so to speak.
Paragon.
Like ships in the night, you know?
No, they hate each other.
Oh, really?
Well,
Oh,
that was my
That is a thing you could draw from what I said, but it would be factually incorrect. Would you like to come with me now?
Yeah.
Splendid. Follow me, please.
As we walk, I will quickly kind of sidle up to you and go, look, you're Mr. M person, right? They're probably. I mean, I'm guessing because I don't know who they are. Obviously, Mr. M. They're probably pretty powerful, right?
Yes, they have an awfully nice tower.
And they have a vested interest in you being alright, and your soul being alright, and you getting back to them.
Well, yes.
So they're probably keeping an eye out on from afar. You've got a very powerful person in your corner.
From afar, sort of different plane. Not
Yeah, but-
terribly reassuring.
Hey,
As you-
planes are nothing to powerful people. You'll be fine.
As you walk down the deck of this ship, it is quite large. And as you walk past, there are people, demons, a huge variety of different people enjoying a fine dining experience as you walk past on the right. You head towards the back of the ship, because in steamboats, the captain's quarters are in the back of the ship, near the engine. And you are guided inside a quite large room. Inside that room, your Gith guard, along with another behind, making sure that you're being safe, guides you both inside where, on a chair, raised slightly into a almost like crow's nest style thing that pokes over the top and looks out over the front of the ship, is a gigantic steering wheel, and sat in the chair is a tiny gold elephant.
So, yeah, do you want me to describe
Go for it.
that? Okay, so, yes. Muriel, who I am, is a tiny, tiny little gold holophant, is the name of the creature. So 2 foot tall, sat raised up quite a way with this massive steering wheel, probably steering like this. And around her neck there is this obscenely long scarf, like stupidly, like just round and round and round, like it's more ridiculous than Doctor Who. And there are still knitting needles in it, which she's kind of like shoved up here for safekeeping while she's steering. And 2 little wings that come out, and some little round glasses that she's sort of focusing everything through.
You're not steering at the moment because the ship has stopped.
I'm not steering right now, the ship is not moving.
And the chair just does that sort of wonderful and comes down and rotates.
You know what?
And
I'm going to say I am steering,
Oh.
and as like there's this gift behind me going,
I'm sorry, begging your pardon, ma'am. Hello?
hello.
Oh, we have some new visitors. That's why the ship has stopped.
Oh right, it's stopped. Goodness me. I was miles away there. Hello.
The chair sort of comes down and turns, and you're now all face to face with
Yeah, I
Muriel.
float out of the chair and just sort of hover in midair in a way that makes absolutely no sense. Well, hello, all of you. Are you some visitors? Are you new friends? Are you signing up for the bureau? Are you?
I mean,
I perk up immediately because, in my experience, Holophants are good creatures.
They are, absolutely. 100%
I
good.
now feel way less stressed than I did.
They're not that common, are they?
No.
I've never seen one.
No, that's very, very uncommon celestials.
Hello, tiny gold elephant. Are you an imp?
The name is Muriel. No, darling, I'm a Holophant. Have you never seen one before? Goodness, you're not very well travelled, are you?
I'm from the Icewind Dale. I was taken to Chicenta. I'm now somewhere in hell or the abyss or somewhere in between.
Somewhere
I
there,
think
yeah.
that counts as world travel. You may have heard of me, Andreas,
No.
the Icewind Giant.
Roll me a history check, Muriel.
Giants of Chicenta.
History.
Is it a nat 20?
It's, you know what, it's not a nat 20, but it is a 23, so...
Oh.
Yeah, 23.
The Icewind Giant, the Chicentan Giant.
You've heard rule of a massive blowhard who travels round the lower plains going on about how tall he is.
Isn't that the dickhead tall one?
No, it's me. Although coincidentally,
You're not very tall.
I am very tall. I am the giant.
Andreas is shorter than both Perigal and Keldon.
Your friends are a bit taller.
I am funny gold elephant.
Is this normal?
Yes,
Oh,
we've sort of stopped trying.
All right, maybe I'll stop too. Just nip it in the bud. So, what can I expect from all of you? Are you nice? Are you kind? If you have sweets, will you share them? What are we talking?
yes, and yes.
Yeah, good. You can stay. Fantastic. Have a humbug cake.
We are, and I think it's the sort of thing that, fuck, what's my character called? I've been completely mind wiped by this tiny gold elephant. Just like, they say it almost like they're saying a code that you might recognise, like, and whether you would have any idea. It says, we are all down here just to make the place better, you know?
Oh, good. That's what we're doing. Fantastic. Not getting involved in any of those silly wars, then, are you?
Indiscriminate, I would say.
So
Yes.
you asked 3 questions in a row. Could you ask them one at a time?
You know, I haven't the foggiest what they were, so probably not. But don't worry, darling, you're all good. So, basically, have you signed the paperwork? That's the most important thing.
I've just been writing it up for you, and Terence, the GIF who's been with you, is placing some contracts in front of all of you. You've seen demonic contracts before because you've studiously avoided them mostly. This is quite simple. It says at the top, while you are a passenger on board the Queen of the Styx, you will take part in any or all military orders as given by Muriel and Muriel's army, if necessary. The Bureau takes no responsibility for loss of life, limb, blah, 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 blah.
Well,
So there's no little
Nope.
bits and pieces and hidden clauses.
It's written by a celestial, it's fine.
Dude, I can't read this. What does it say?
All good.
I can sign it?
Yeah.
I sign it.
Lovely.
Oh, fantastic. Well, that's one down.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll sign as well.
I sign it too.
Yeah, lovely.
Obviously, by signing, you're agreeing to help us out with stopping any silly fights that go on, and we're not responsible for any loss of limb, gouging, bleeding, crying, upsetting, any of that stuff, you know?
I can solve many of those problems.
Good,
Apart
you're going
from
to be useful.
loss of limb. I can't fix that.
Just to be clear, we were told that if, sometimes they would need a bit of to persuade them.
Well, you see, we only do that if things get really, really bad. If people really won't calm down and they're throwing their toys out of the pram and being particularly silly, that's the only time we really give them a bit of a slap, you know.
Do demons have toys?
Sometimes.
What kind of toys?
Mortals.
Books that talk to you.
That one, yes.
If women wanted to and get off the boat, it's very nice. Is
Thank
that
you.
okay?
Oh yes, so long as while you're on here you help us out. That's all I really need from you. Otherwise, feel free to play in the casino or listen to the music or, have yourselves a jolly good time on your own in the corner if you want. I don't really care. Whatever you like. You come and talk to me if you like. I love friends.
Did you ask?
I love friends too.
We have so much in common. They're going to be my favourite, I can tell.
Did you ask if we can leave at any time?
Yes.
Right, I didn't quite understand. I sign a cross on a contract.
Lovely, thank you.
And once again, Perigal, right? Basically, right? Hell, normally, right? It's like normally it's like a massive shit that someone's taken a massive shit on, right? This is not normal, right? Not normal.
We are quite a nice bit of hell, yes. We've done the place up nicely. My little giffies keep it all clean,
Oh, you're too kind.
I made you a hat, by the way. Would you like it?
Always.
I'm going to note
How
that.
do I look? Do I look resplendent?
You always look resplendent.
What kind of hat is it?
It's one of those ones that Nan's knit. I don't know how else to describe it. You know the like woolly ones that have the little brim,
Yeah.
like the hat pattern that like everyone.
Now imagine
does.
a hippo wearing one.
Yes.
You're welcome.
It's got ear holes. I'm going to say it's got ear holes.
Has it
but I think
got
it will.
like a little knitted flower on it as well?
Oh yes, it does. I'm going to say that hat, the hat that everyone's
Perfect.
knits.
Yes.
I know exactly that.
Terence
I'm
is now
gonna
wearing it
say-
and very happy.
That various gifts that you've seen have had some knitted goods. Some have got mittens or scarves or like rubbish waistcoats. It's all a bit dodgy. It's obvious that somebody was not very good eyesight as knitted it, frankly.
Can we use some of your magical clubs?
If you mean the social kind, absolutely. If you mean the hitting people kind, no, absolutely not. You can get off the ship.
No, but the gift they have these magical fancy clubs.
But those are only for if people get really silly.
Yes, but if we're going to work for you.
Do you mind if they use your clubs? Do you have any spare ones?
We tend not to share our technological advancements with people from lesser planes of existence, I'm afraid, but we are very happy to provide.
That's lesser planes.
Oh, no, we are
throwing that language around, do we?
No, we are significantly more technologically advanced than you are, and from a plane of existence that is beyond the normal multiverse. We were just traveling, and Muriel picked us up, and now we found a better and new purpose.
It is just some kind of fancy metal wand. I don't know why you think you're so much better than everyone else.
Oh, you really don't know anything, do you?
I'm wondering.
You've never seen one before.
Are you from Baldur's Gate?
No, I'm afraid I've never heard of Baldur's Gate.
Oh.
Can I get one of those contracts, please?
Oh, of course. And everyone has signed. Excellent. Well, you
A deep sense of familiarity about it.
Everybody can have a celebratory humbug. There you go. You go. And you as well.
I did already have one. I mean, I'd love to have that.
What?
Why? So I don't have more than my fair
That loads.
Okay, thank you.
Do you know mint flavour?
What are you supposed to do with it?
Put it in your mouth and you suck on it.
Food, dearie. Sugary
Do not
food.
bite. Do not bite. It can be bad for your teeth, and you'll get all stuck up in
Yeah,
there.
but it'll get smaller.
I have teeth specifically designed for chewing.
You have to suck it.
You
Yeah.
can chew the middle chewy bit, but you've got to wait a bit first.
Well, if you like, I think we have to... I believe your erstwhile captain has procured themselves the necessary zombies they require to further their trip, and it appears that you are now travelling with us, so if you would like to make your way, Muriel, I believe it is time to travel on.
Oh,
Should go.
Next stop, Field of Nettles.
should we hide?
Should we gloat?
Hide.
Are you in some kind of trouble?
Oh.
No, absolutely not. But you are not in a position where you would be upset about the Marinlof not necessarily getting everything that they wanted from us.
I could give a rat's ass, darling.
Fantastic. That's absolutely no problem, right? Full speed ahead.
Yeah, to play
yeah,
hide
yeah.
and seek in my cabin, you can. There's lots of nice,
Yeah.
squishy places, you know.
I'm very good at hiding.
Oh, good.
I'm
We'll
very
get
good
on
at
well with some of the
seeking.
gift.
If you would like, Captain, I believe it would be more proper if your guests maybe travel with the other guests in the ship and maybe come and play hide and seek with you a little later.
What a good idea. Fantastic. I just put my hand on the steering wheel.
And you have the run of the ship. It is 3 levels. The bottom level is all state rooms, which you are welcome to purchase. There is a mid-level casino and a top-level dining hall. There are also beautiful views of the, Tartarian depths, so you can look out if you wanted to. Look and see what's happening up and down the coastline or on the river. But you have the run of the ship. What would you like to do?
How much would a room be?
Oh, you'd have to go and speak to the porter downstairs. That is their department. I handle more of the outward-facing pleasantries and welcomes.
Should we get
I am known amongst my people as the most loquacious.
Should we get maybe one room to share?
We have to pay for a room on the boat we're working on.
That is correct, yes.
Yeah, that seems very extortionate. We could just sleep on the deck.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Or not.
You are welcome to stay up as long as you like. The restaurant and casino areas never close.
Where the restaurant and the casino, is that just kind of generally pointing out into the
Casino,
boat?
middle, restaurant, top. Best
Right.
views.
I think I'm going to go to the restaurant and the casino. Going to go and check out more of your advanced ones. And as I'm walking past, I just want to go, yeah, because I always forget I've got an advanced wand on me, and then I just like run. It pisses me off.
Well, that seemed entirely unnecessary.
Your face, like there's a very small sound of your face is entirely unnecessary. Just like, but still running. Running to the casino and restaurant.
That's fun. Which one first?
Which one do I get to first?
You are
So
currently
just
on
going
the top level, so you would get to the restaurant.
Restaurant it is then.
Shall we all go to the restaurant and eat?
I'm a bit
Sounds like a great
concerned.
plan.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
That sounds like a great plan.
We're not a little bit concerned to be immediately going to relax when we don't know what is going to happen with the arrangement with the Merenloff.
I like the hide and seek idea.
Shall we go and hide somewhere and watch them leave?
Perhaps, I am concerned that there will be some sort of altercation.
Shall we just we could just go hide somewhere on the ship with a little vantage point and just watch?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps. Does that sound agreeable?
What if they come looking for us?
Then we can
If there is a
stab them.
balcony seat in the restaurant, perhaps we can look over whilst having our high-protein meals.
We could scout out and see if the restaurant does have a view.
Maybe we should go and say hi and give them a little IOU.
Perigal. Perigal.
Okay.
I don't want you to feel like we don't value your views. I'm very concerned about you giving an IOU saying I owe you my soul
Yes.
to a creature from hell.
I see that now. Yes. That may be unwise.
Are you all going to the restaurant with a view overlooking where the Merenloss barge was?
Yes, but I'm hiding under the table.
You're rather large, you won't fit under the table.
Are there any large tables?
In the centre of the room, yeah, but there's other people sat at them.
Excuse me.
A rather large lizard-like
Sorry.
creature just...
I'm so sorry. Just one moment, please.
It's fine.
With the legs.
Yep. So the 5 of you, are you looking out to the side where the longboat was?
Yeah, definitely.
Is?
Yes.
Was?
I'm getting food until because Monsoon did not think all of the
Cool. It's a
more clever things that everyone
It's
else
a
thought.
buffet. It's a buffet.
Yeah, but if people go, we should keep an eye on that. I will absolutely go sit there.
I'm getting a plate first.
I'm scanning the river for the Merenloth.
Okay, can you roll me a perception check, please? Is anyone else scanning
I'm doing
with
the same
Kelvin?
as well.
Okay, so
Yeah.
at one advantage roll, or you can either
Yeah, no, you can do it.
Guidance. Wow, that is bullshit. 19.
19.
I like how you're bullshit.
Yeah.
Terrible. Shamed.
A series of mostly zombie devils actually at this point are currently sort of being slowly taken down on board the barge, and the barge is slowly heading off in the opposite direction from you, back towards Carceri. You can't see the captain on board.
Oh, the captain does not appear to be on that barge, although there are many many devils on it. Zombie devils.
Longboat.
Yes, barge, longboat.
Is it more than 30 feet away?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think I might have hung back.
Totally fine by me. So the three of you are currently in the dining room with Perigal hidden under a table, and the two of you have gone up to the front. There is another gift, this time wearing a rather lovely pinafore.
I'm taking
Is it knitted?
Yes.
my helmet off.
Obviously.
Okay.
This is really to wear headwear in a restaurant.
No, absolutely. Totally fair, yeah. Hi, hello. Can I offer you a plate? It's 1 gold, and then it's all you can eat.
Yeah, sounds like a good deal. Slap 1 gold down.
Very kind.
Well, I mean, there's kind and there's just giving you the money to... Anyway.
Here is your plate. As
Thank
many
you.
refills as you like.
What does the food look like? It's not like maggots.
No.
Hell food!
Have you been to a Holiday Inn recently?
Gosh, no.
It is not the world's most elaborate buffet, by no extension. There's perfectly lovely, edible food. There are clearly some foodstuffs that aren't meant for humans or humanoids. But it is, generally speaking, perfectly fine, passable, perfectly grand, nothing special.
Cool. I'm just mainly looking forward to just sitting down, eating and resting, even not necessarily mechanically, but just having a bit of downtime.
Cool. Andreas, are you...
Having an enormous first portion.
Fluster, you hung back.
Are you still...
I assume that I'm in my cabin.
You are. You're still in the captain's cabin.
Yeah, I'm
You're
in
now
the
steering the
cabin,
ship,
yeah.
although, frankly...
Sort of. Yeah.
Steers itself!
moving
Do they just tell her all that? Do they just tell her she's steering? That's adorable. That's so sad. But yeah, I'm still there.
I think they sort of just hung back by the doorway and sort of just... it is very good to... hello, sorry, I stayed
Hello,
here.
you're back. Goodness.
Hello. It's very good to see a elephant down here.
I suppose it probably is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Good grief.
that is what I just said. Yeah.
Come to think of it, I haven't seen one in ages. Just like nothing. Steering gently.
Sorry, I'm being a little bit awkward about this. I was very surprised to see you. I have a friend who is a Hollyphant.
No, you know, just because somebody is the same species, it doesn't mean they know all the other ones, dearie.
You are right. That's why I didn't ask you that question. To be fair, but it was a strange sort of surprise. You are very different. I'm gonna.
What's their name, dearie? I know a lot of people. You never know.
Flip Twinkle.
Assume
Roll
not.
me a history check.
Okay, just in case, because it'd be fun. Yeah. Alright. That's a 17.
Flip Twinkle is a very young Hollyphant with very strong ideas about good and evil.
In like a bad way?
No,
Or,
no,
just
still
in a bit of
celestial.
a scary way.
In a bit of a lawful idiot paladin way.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the little one, isn't it? The little one who runs in and does all the things. Yeah, I know him. Or is it them?
They. It's them. Sorry.
They. Apologies. Yeah.
No, that's my bad.
No, they're very keen.
Yeah, you could say that. They're all fired up. Last time I saw them talking about good and evil and good and stuff.
You have seen them recently?
Have I seen them recently? Like,
No, a couple hundred years.
Maybe. Oh, a long while back now. Maybe 100 years, maybe 1,000, maybe 2 million. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where I am most of the time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Are you looking for them?
No, I can usually. No. I don't know what I wanted really. I think I wanted some sort of reassurance or...
Quite good at that. I'm rather nice. You seem like a nice sort of person, if that helps.
Thank you. I'm trying to be. I'm a little bit worried that I'm not always doing the right thing, but...
I think maybe everybody feels like that all the time, dearie.
You mean it's not going to go away?
Yeah, I think maybe that's just how it works.
I feel very reassured by that. Okay.
Now, don't you feel reassured? See, I'm good at this, aren't I? Goodness, I'm good.
Okay, well, it was lovely to talk to you, Muriel. I will go.
Lovely to talk to you too, dearie. If you need any more of that reassurance, just come and see me anytime. I'm always here.
Okay. Faster sort of just turns away and starts walking towards the restaurant.
Are you joining the others?
Yes.
Lovely.
So useless. So unhelpful.
You are all sat at the table. Most of you now have food if you went and got some.
How strongly are they policing the buffet?
I was just want some spring rolls.
Absolutely do want some of your spring rolls.
Do you eat spring rolls off Andreas's plate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not 5 minutes.
One of the GIF, another one, this time in a more sort of, again, knitted frilly apron, is just walking past and looks past and sees you eating on Andreas's plate and just... You enjoying your meal?
I'm just having a starter and then I'm going to go and get my own.
Alright then, just keep going.
These spring rolls are delicious.
They are those tiny spring rolls where it's all roll and there's nothing really in them.
No, the tiny ones are the best. You can get a lot of sauce on them. I like the tiny ones.
Like a little cigarillo.
Oh, no, just like they're deep fried ones.
Is it 1 gold?
Sorry?
Yeah,
Is it
1
1
gold.
gold to eat?
1 gold to eat?
Yeah, okay. I pay.
I have no intention of buying.
Absolutely no one is policing or checking too heavily on this.
We used to hustling the buffets of hell.
This is the first buffet you've seen in over 3 years.
I'm sure there's a buffet in the spa.
No.
No?
No, it's not really Mahadi's thing. So, you are all hanging out, eating. Fluster rejoins you.
We should really keep an eye out for that boat captain.
Yeah, did the boat leave without a captain? It didn't look like they were on board.
It did not look like they were on board.
Oh, that's fun. To be honest, I don't know how much we're going to need to keep an eye out. I've got a feeling they're probably going to find us if they want us.
Yeah, they do want us. They want our souls. I'm sure it'll be fine.
In the dead of night, when we are all asleep and think we are safe.
Yeah, probably then.
So what you're saying is that we should definitely keep a watch.
That is a good idea.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
not what I was thinking, but you're the ideas Minotaur.
But I really feel like you came up with that one, Andreas.
I didn't mean to. Thank you.
So some of you are eating, some of you are
Can
not.
I insight check Fluster? Who does not look okay.
I mean, that's Grace.
Oh, that is a natural 1 and a 1 on the guidance as well. So that is a 11.
No, it isn't. It's a 1. Fluster looks fine.
Still an 11.
No, it's not. 1's a 1. Fluster looks fine. Everything's fine.
I'm just going to go and get some of the...
Food?
The spring rolls are good.
You can just eat some off Andreas's plate.
I'm not so big on carbs.
The spring rolls are the only kind. They're my guilty finger food.
Cats have a high protein diet. It's definitely just about cats. No
You head back up to
side-eyes
the
cast.
buffet.
Yeah, they go up to the...
That's a 1 gold for the buffet.
Oh, okay. We have to pay for food on the ship we are working on?
How else do you think the ship functions?
It's like a working apprenticeship sort of thing.
I suppose so. To be honest, I just ask for the gold and give the plates.
Fluster, do you need a gold?
No, I have one. No, thank you anyway. I can have your gold.
You're very kind.
Okay.
I take a tiny little piece of everything to try, and then whatever's the best thing, I then fill my entire plate with that.
It's the Nazi goreng.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's a fried rice.
Okay.
Now that we know that the captain did not, in fact, leave the ship, I really do feel like we should chip in together and buy a stateroom.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It seems keeping one eye open, even if alternately Fluster is like keeps trying to talk in a very sort of smooth and confident way, sort of stumbling over words every now and again. Yeah, and sort of starts eating their prawn toast.
Fluster, I do not mean to be speciesist, but are tabaxi like cats and you sleep with your eyes a little bit open?
That is because of the inner eyelid. It's not like I can't see.
What?
I'm not like an elf. I have got to sleep.
No, but when you do go to sleep, do you keep your eyes a little bit open like a cat does?
Have you been watching me while I've been sleeping unawares?
No, I'm a heavy sleeper.
Oh, that's fair. I don't know. I've not watched myself sleep.
But you're not aware of things when you are sleeping.
No, because I'm sleeping.
Ah, cats, they're very good at like.
I'm slinking off during this conversation.
Where are you
I
going?
mean,
I'll let you.
oh no, it was. It
It's just carried on.
continues on that sort of like
Yeah.
slightly sniping, slightly adventurous sort of.
Where are you going?
I'm going to refill my plate
Yes.
with things that I think are nice. And
Yes.
I would like to go find whatever table Perigal is still hidden under, I presume.
Yeah.
Hey,
You're a
Perigal.
bugbear.
Yeah. Oh, Merlage and
You sit down across. You sit down across from a very.
I'm not sitting.
I'm scribbling. I'm under the table scribbling.
Yes.
Okay. There's a what look you sort of lizard-like, but you're not sure. Roll me a history check.
History. That it's not very good. It's a 6 on the dice, and I think my history is about 6.
Somewhat lizard-like. You don't recognise the species.
Yeah. Right. And then
Are you
yeah.
right?
Is everything alright? I'm sorry. I think she's just a bit scared. New places, you know.
I'm enjoying my prawn toast.
It's good, isn't it? It's like the best thing.
I didn't know.
You don't think like prawn and toast.
I know,
like
right?
someone says
I
that
know.
the first
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
and you're
yeah.
just like, nah. What you?
It's been a surprising day. Yeah.
Good. Monsoon, by the way.
Oh, Frank.
Frank.
I like
Awesome to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna and then I kind of crouch down with the plate of food. Hey, mate, Perigal, are you okay?
Hello. Yes. Hello.
Do you want something to eat?
Yes.
There's all of this.
Right.
You can come in. We've got a table. You can join if you want.
What happened to the soul and the?
Well, the ship's gone.
Right. Great. Perfect.
We think that the captain might still be on here, but we've got plans. We're all going to look after each other. It's all going to be fine.
Okay. What are we going to say to them?
Well, we don't know. We'll let them say something first, and then we'll figure it out like a conversation.
Should we not plan it all out in advance, maybe? Okay. All right. If you think yes. Okay. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, Frank. Sorry.
It's quite all right.
Sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you.
It's all right.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, we're just over here.
Right. Okay.
Go back. Like kind of wave by Frank.
Why?
Frank Lizard.
Hey, Perigal. And you were going to read that book, weren't you?
Oh, I was. Should have done that before making. No, but yes, I'm going to read a book. That's an excellent idea. Then no one else would read a book with me. So the great thing about this book is that multiple people can read it at once because it just drops in your head. Isn't that fun. Have you ever read a book with someone before? Have you?
Well, this one.
Yes.
The
Well,
number for
yeah.
that, I can't read common.
Oh yeah, common.
That
Yes,
and
of
a
course.
bit
Yes.
sketchy.
Yeah. I'm just going to sit here and read a book.
You do you.
If anyone comes for our souls, just let me know.
Oh, sorry, I misheard that.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, there's
be
been
really
our
careful
souls
about
set up in this stream. It's been great fun. You only just got that.
Yes.
Oh.
I am Ace.
So, you, you're reading the book, you're eating, some of you sat relaxing.
Oh yeah. Oh, but I'm going to just read it under the table so that no one sees.
As you open it up, what do you want? Do you want me to read you the story again?
I would
Because
love
that
to.
would be quite an
I
undertaking.
know, it's such an ask, but I would really love if you would tell me just everything. Just tell me everything, and I have so many nice things to tell you that I will, yes. It'll be lovely. Do you mind?
So you don't want the abridged version, you want the whole thing.
Would you mind? I mean, is that okay?
Nah, just I apologize in advance for all the hyperbole.
Right. Okay.
I'm not going to do it.
We've got a few hours left, don't we?
Just the rest of the stream.
Yeah.
We don't want Ellie to say anything.
I'm fine, I'm steering.
Small dog.
I will give you more information about this at another time, Charlie.
I go for seconds.
Fine by me.
And I
I'm
sort
eating
of
food
like
as well.
sporadically remember that there's possibly a demonic fairy person assassin who's probably disguised as a gift. And I look around and sort of squint at people.
Yeah, grazing off Andreas's plate and also mostly just keeping a watchful eye on everyone in this room for danger.
Does it look like they've let anybody on? Are there demons?
Yes.
Are there devils?
Demons, devils,
Really?
Hugoloths, other things you don't necessarily recognise. Yeah. In fact, run me a history check.
I believe that is 14.
14. You see a couple of small mechanical beings that you vaguely recognise as probably coming from planes of law. You see a couple of Gith. That's not Gith. That's Gith.
Yeah.
Who are
Gigantic.
Githyanki and Githzera, yes. You also see on a table sat by himself enjoying some prawn toast, a slard.
What's
Okay.
a slard?
It's pure chaos. If Modrons and things from Mechanus are pure law, slard are pure chaos.
What does it look like?
Big lizard.
I thought they were more toad-like.
Lizardy, toad-like, depending on the artist. Quite vibrant colours. This one's red.
Is there like a vibe on the ship? Is there like these are things that I would expect to be in conflict. I would expect to be, a Githyanki and Githzera. I would expect to be glaring at each other from across the room.
There is a very strange thing going on. You get a very strange thing. Everyone here appears to be quite calm. If anything, it appears like everyone here is very happy to just be going on with their business.
Magically calm?
Roll an insight check.
Oh no.
You don't know this. Only Matt can roll it.
Okay.
Could be something in the food.
That would be a natural one.
That's right. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. There's nothing
You
weird
can't
going
talk
on
to the rest
at
of
all.
No, but
No, I
Judas
think it's fine.
not concerned at all.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Casino too.
Fluster, once we finished, would you mind coming downstairs with me to help me negotiate prices on a room? Because I just feel like your verbal skills are much stronger than mine.
Definitely, I feel very confident in my ability to articulate my thoughts today.
I feel like even when you're not confident, you're still stronger than me.
Have you all finished eating? Because if you have, then you could go get a room.
Nope.
I wasn't. I'd like. It doesn't need to be everyone. Like.
No, I know. Some people may be eating more and therefore could stick around. Some are reading books and don't necessarily want to go anywhere else. So we can split this up. It's totally fine. Are the two of you staying in the... Yep. Andreas is just more eating. Perigle's enjoying prawn toast, apparently. The two of you going to get a room? The two of you joining him getting a room, joining a state table, going somewhere else? I don't mind.
not to be that player twice over.
Yeah.
But A, have a wander around the ship. I just want to have a general kind of look-see. And 2, if we've had lunch.
A and then 2.
Monsoon. What do you expect? Does our lunch, would that be like having a shortish rest?
Oh.
If we've had some, been sat down for a while, had some lunch, good times, good chat. Looks very keen in Warlock.
I will allow that your lunch counts as a short rest.
Thank you very much.
Spell
slots.
So you're having a wander around the ship and looking and seeing what's going on. You two are going to get a room,
Yeah,
not like that.
I want to go with the room people because.
Oh, you 3 are going to get a room.
Yeah.
Nice. And the 2 of you are staying there, eating and reading.
Yeah.
Good. Those of you going to get a room. As you head out of the restaurant area, there is a large central stairwell. As you curve...
Keeping a very strong eye out for wandering furry people.
Cool. Roll me a perception check.
I am also doing
I will
that,
help you with that.
Yeah.
1 with advantage.
Between the 3 of us, I'm pretty sure there are lots of...
Chris roll. Give it me around.
That is a 29.
Wow.
Sorry, and what? Yeah.
This is why you thought the 19 was bullshit. I understand.
Level 10. Yeah.
You think you catch a glimpse of the captain in the crowd, but as you look, they seem to have vanished.
Definitely still here.
Have you seen them?
I just quickly activate my axe.
The calls are coming from inside the house. Like the number of demonic, fiendish presences, aberrations, celestials,
I'm
everything.
only interested in invisible things.
But that's not my point. My point is your axe recognises all creatures of certain types. You just, as around you, just bing, 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 like everything around you, just, oh god! Like everything around you is various different kinds of thing that your spell recognises.
Don't care. Only interested in something is suddenly visible that was not before.
Something is not suddenly visible that was not before.
Cool. Good to know.
With a 29 perception? Yes, that is good to know.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, apparently not invisible. Or at least not standing within 30 feet and invisible.
I am worried that they can change their form.
Possibly.
The DM
Why are you looking at me?
The DM's eyebrows went.
The DM did the eyebrow wiggle when I said that. So
I don't know who the DM is.
Are you going to get a room?
Yes.
Yes.
If you head down one flight of this very large, ornate, banistered staircase, you're now in the casino space. You can look out, and it is row upon row of slot machines, a couple of tables where there are various games being played, notably blackjack and roulette. If you head further down, it's just sort of a very long hallway with various gifts standing around, and one standing at a sort of little pedestal style thing. Just looks out and says, "How can I help you all today? You looking for a room?"
Absolutely. We need a room for 6.
6 people. Is that one room to share, or one larger central space and then smaller side rooms that you all can sleep in individually? Or maybe in pairs, groupings? Are there some couples?
Want to share, probably?
One large room for all you to sleep in simultaneously.
Yes, we like to keep an eye on each other.
Oh, I understand. No problem at all. That'll be, let's see.
Did I say something wrong?
I mean, that'll be a room of that size for that many people, presuming that some of your party are of a similar height to yourself.
Is that more expensive or less expensive than the one room with side rooms?
One room with side rooms is more expensive as it takes up more space.
Then we just want one big room.
One big room, and we could just, if we need to, we can drag beds from other rooms and just sort of have like a dormitory feel.
Oh, I understand. That'll be 10 gold for all of you. 10 gold. These prices are super low. I cannot reinforce enough how the food and the rooms are too cheap.
Haggle.
Yeah. I was almost ready to jump in and haggle, and then I kind of go pull back from that, like.
I mean,
and look at you, like.
Considering, again, we are going to be working on the ship, we are 6 people only taking up one room, so it seems Like,
Oh, well, we have to make our expenses somehow.
I'm sure you do. We have to also live and eat, and we're all just trying to get by. We're all on the same side here, so you would not.
I understand the price of the room and the food on this lovely ship is cost weight balanced against the work you might be doing for us.
Wonderful. So
Subsidized.
So I'm sure that with the fact that we have already all got food, we're all going to be sharing one room.
Roll the persuasion check. You're hungry.
Can I make big cow dough eyes?
Yes.
With
Can
two
you also
13s.
aid?
That's what I was doing.
All right. Okay.
With my big cow dough eyes.
Yeah. You don't want to pat me on the back, no, because I've already made the roll, but
You
that's
have.
fine. Persuasion.
Yes.
Persuasion. That is a 22.
Okay.
I rolled two 13s.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I'm afraid there's not a lot we can do about the price. It is what it is.
fuck.
I pay the 10 gold.
Yeah.
I'm amazed by that.
I do all of the things that you're taught in bullshit business school. Like the perfect amount of like friendly but respectful contact. Firm handshake, maintain eye contact. And I'm just like.
My powers have failed me.
What is today?
You are given a key and shown to a rather large stateroom. It is large. It is very pleasant, very well furnished, and exactly it's worth hundreds of gold to stay here. You'd expect to pay way more. It's incredible.
This seems rather nice. Well done, Fluster.
It's we still had to pay all of that money, but yeah. Yeah. Honestly, me too today. Yeah. It's nice here.
It's nice here.
Are they still in the room with us?
No, they've left.
They've left? Okay. I feel weird even saying this out loud because I feel so at peace here and I love this place. But there's people upstairs that are mortal enemies. I've never seen them in the same room at the same time, not at each other's throats. And this is a wonder. This is.
When you say that, what do you mean? You mean that they would be compelled to fight each other?
I guess what I'm saying is. That was his excited accent.
I was going to say.
He does summon when he's excited.
I guess what I'm saying is. Upstairs should be a bloodbath, right?
Uh-huh.
There should be people trying to pull each other's heads off, right? And there's not.
Uh-huh.
And this room's worth hundreds of gold.
Uh-huh.
And it's not.
Uh-huh.
But I love it.
Can I just insight check Judah to make sure that he's okay? He seems really happy.
Slaps the bargain.
Judah's into couponing.
27.
27. Like most wheeler dealer cockneys, Judah's very pleased with the bargain.
I'm just really pleased that you're happy, Judah.
It does seem strange I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it does seem very strange. Do you think there could be... We've all eaten the food.
Good place to cut to Monsoon walking along the deck of the ship and looking out across the side. Are you just having a wander?
Yeah, literally hands in pockets, kind of slightly annoying, whistling or something. Just kind of casually looking around everywhere.
The landscape, there are loads of people on board deck who are just sort of looking around the edge of things. The landscape is awful. It's just grey shrubland. Ahead of you, you notice that the Styx is splitting.
Oh.
The ship is heading on the left-hand tributary. Where it splits, it looks like the ground is covered in... Well, it's hard to tell. It looks a bit like sort of nettles, thorns. Like it is a field of just overgrown shrubland, and as the ship...
So I heard that, the
Field of Nettles, yes.
yeah.
As it's going on down the left-hand tributary, and it's quite a long way, you can't see where the river rejoins yet, or if it even does.
Okay.
As you head to the side of the boat where you can see the field, there are bodies strung through this entire field, demons and devils mostly, but Yugoloths as well, like things you recognise, things you don't, just hanging in these nettles awkwardly and clearly dead.
Wait, sorry, how tall are the nettles?
Got up to about roughly 5 to 10 feet in places.
Oh, okay, and it's just like bodies, like in... Oh, okay.
And there are clearly some creatures picking through the nettles looking for...
Do those creatures look humanoid or...
There are some humanoid creatures too, yes.
Okay, but it's a mix of creatures who are also alive and picking through stuff.
Some, very few.
Cool. I think it's that gif of Grandpa Simpson, of like kind of just like whistling, but like going up, seeing all the stuff, and then just going straight.
As you do turn to head back, as you turn and head back down, you do hear a very loud, and ahead you can see a pier, and the boat is very clearly heading towards the pier to berth, and that's where we'll take a short break. See you back in about 5 minutes. Bye. And welcome back. So, welcome back to Agents of the Nine Hells. Where were we at? Monsoon,
Yes.
you had just seen the Field of Nettles.
Yeah, it wasn't so much the nettles that were the issue, it was all the dead bodies kicking about in them. So, Swift kind of just not breaking stride, walk back.
As you're walking in that direction, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, which dice do I... Okay.
This one rolled the... Oh no, that rolled.
Yeah,
Oh, this might be the ferry person.
Oh, that's cocked.
Could be, actually, yeah.
Okay.
see
Okay. I think I've got a decent wisdom save, I hope. That's a 16.
Dominate.
Which is very much like on the edge of what I'm expecting this is wanting.
You see the ferry person walking towards you, but...
No.
Carianth... Oh, they're an old friend.
Oh no.
You've known them for ages.
Go there.
You are charmed by them.
Yeah. Mate, it's good to see ya.
It's great to see you too.
Oh, sorry, I've just been really freaked out by... But, it's good to see someone decent.
Oh yeah, the field, yeah. It's the biggest battleground in all the Nine Hells.
Oh, is
And
that...
the lower plains.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Mm.
Why are you not... I thought you seemed to love that ship.
Oh, it'll come back. I got some souls to collect, remember?
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. That's in hand, mate.
Also, as I have now found out, I need you to come with me somewhere. I need you and your friends to come with me somewhere.
Whereabouts?
Oh, Maya, some old friends of mine have asked me to bring you to them, and I would be remiss if I did not.
Do we get to
Help
know who it is?
I'll tell you when the time's right. It'll be a fun little adventure.
Okay, I guess, fun little adventure's what we trade in. So, do you want me to go get him?
No, what I'd like you to do, if you can, for me, and only if you want to, of course, is do reinforce to your friends that there's somewhere you should be going.
Yeah, I can definitely do that, mate.
Great.
I need to know where, because otherwise they'll just be like, where should we be going? And I'll just be like, I'm reinforcing it. But if I don't know where, it'll probably be a very short conversation,
Sure. The boat's about to stop at the Field of Nettles. Won't stop for long. And then the next stop along the way is Kinoin.
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 It's
Right.
Yugoloth City. It's where we all came from. It's been left to its own devices for some time, thanks to the General. And my friends who are in charge of the city, they would like a word with you and your friends. Could you just reinforce to your friends that would be a good place to stop off and get some more information about what it is you're supposed to be doing?
Can I ask something as a player?
Yes.
Because obviously they're my friend.
Yeah.
But this is my friend telling me something that independently, like going to a Yugoloth city.
Yep.
If one of these lot said it, and they're my actual friends,
Yep.
I would go, what the fuck are you talking about, mate?
You think it's a good idea to talk to your friends about it. You also recognise this might be dangerous.
Cool, well, I mean, yeah, I'll definitely, I'll have a chat with them about it. I mean, it seems a little bit, I'm quite enjoying the whole vibe on here, to be honest.
I'm not going to lie, it wouldn't be the easiest journey for you to undertake, and it would certainly be dangerous, as some of the Yugoloths in the city are not as big of a fan as the Oinoloths as they are of the General. There's a little bit of a power struggle going on, you see.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Well, I can't hurt to ask.
Well, there you go. That's fine by me. I'm going to go and wander for a little bit, but I'll be back later.
Okay, where are you staying, mate? In case I need to ask you about anything or check, because sometimes I forget place names and all that.
Don't worry. I'm watching you.
It's a bit creepy, mate. It's a thing to say, but...
They walk past you with a sort of gentle hand on the shoulder and it's fine, don't worry. I'll see you around. Do you watch them walk off?
Yeah.
They get about 10 feet and then... just teleport somewhere. Just disappear.
You all went on your own, didn't you?
Hey, it could have been worse. I just had a chat with a friend.
Scary.
You are charmed by them and
How long?
for the next hour.
Okay.
You two were eating and reading.
I've pretty much finished the fourth serving of...
I mean, I feel ill just thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's
The
like
chickens or demon chickens?
they're chicken goujons. They're what you would describe as chicken.
Cool. Yeah.
Perigal is still with you.
I'm quite sleepy now.
I finished. Wait.
The book has given you the first couple chapters of the book, which goes into quite a lot of detail about how the Bernloths made the Yugoloths to be a servitor species for them millions of years ago. And it goes into quite a lot of detail about how the Yugoloths were made to be the best. And they're just amazing. And Yugoloths are so good. And oh my god, Yugoloths. You haven't really got past the chapters just going to Yugoloths the whole way through.
I was a bit confused when the book mentioned hyperbole because it's written in a book, so I'm assuming it must be true.
Oh,
That's as far as you've got in the last hour
Can I
or
get
so.
the book to talk faster? Because
Let's have this conversation. Go
oh
on.
right, okay.
And then the Yugoloth said to the other Yugoloth,
Excuse
"Oh my God, we're so awesome!" The other one said, "I know, right?"
Excuse me 1 minute.
Yeah.
This having a book read to me is amazing.
Well, you're very kind.
Wow.
I take a pride in my work, even though it bores the absolute hell out of me. I've been reading the same story for so long.
Well, why don't you just read it very, very fast? Then it'll be over quicker for you and you won't be so bored.
You want me to speed read it at you?
Yes.
All right, I'll give it a go. Yeah, you can hear.
I hear
Only my
Peregrine,
side of the
but
conversation.
not the book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you just put your headphones back in?
Anyway, then when Yugala said that, he goes, "Oh my god!" It's being read slightly faster, but it's still going to take ages to get
Is
through
it,
the whole
is it
thing.
like reading speed now, though? The thing is, I read very fast, but you can't. Is it audio?
It's not reading speed.
Okay, I'm trying really hard not to like read ahead as well, and I don't want to be rude, so I'm like, no, don't stop reading it, stop. And I just keep tempting to like ignore the voice and just keep reading.
Peregrine.
Well, I don't have headphones in.
Shall we meet the others?
What?
I'm very sleepy. Shall we go and see what's the accommodation situation?
Okay, yes, I have to cast a spell, 2 spells. So, yes. I have to cast a spell.
Watch
I'm
your
allowed
back
to-
for the fairy person assassin.
Oh dear, okay. Do you know where we're going? Where are we going?
Down.
Do you know? Okay. Alright, yes, sure, okay.
Fair assumption. With an intelligence of 7.
Or at the top.
Because they think we're there, and then we go off looking for them, and it's okay, fine, yes, well, let's...
Do you want to cast your spells before you leave, or do you want to wait till you get into the...
Well, actually, I was going to cast them, but somewhere more private might be sensible.
Fine. You head down to the staterooms. You are directed to the room which your friends are currently in, unless you've gone anywhere.
No, I was hoping to have a slightly more private conversation with Fluster, like
You can-
before everyone got here.
Totally fine, we can have that happen.
Yeah.
There was some time passing.
Fluster. Yes,
Pardon?
not yesterday because time.
Well, a week ago.
Earlier this morning, we had a very long conversation about souls, and I just wanted to check if you dislike killing things that much, why are you still here? In hell?
Well, it has sort of been a fairly recent thought process that I'm going through a little bit. Someone made me think recently that it's not always good to assume what someone is like and who they are because of what they are.
It's reasonable.
And it sort of made me stop and think a little bit. We have decided that when we are in hell, we see the fiends and we kill the fiends because the fiends are bad.
I don't think we have decided that. Like, I only kill things that have attacked us. We don't kill indiscriminately. Do you kill indiscriminately?
No, I am with you with that. But when we started talking about killing to harvest souls, for me that starts to cross the line. We want to preserve our own lives, but when does that become? When does doing that erode away the people that we are?
I agree. I don't think we ever intended to fulfill that side of the bargain necessarily.
No.
But if you dislike it so much, or if you're starting to dislike it so much, can we help you leave?
I made an arrangement. I already owe someone my soul. When I was in an impossible position, someone came to my aid. My hometown, my village was attacked by fiends, was held under siege for weeks, and it was a very dark time. Many people died, and during a battle, my blade was broken, and I survived that night, and I came back to my forge and I started to forge a new blade, and prayed that something would help me, and something helped me. I managed to save my friends, but another Hollyphant, like the captain of the ship.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, you've heard me talk about Flip Twinkle. Flip Twinkle is a Hollyphant, so you can imagine, wow, that was what a coincidence. This is a big surprise for me. They want me to kill fiends.
What, just any fiend?
Well, I've just got to make it better, and the way that they think that they can make things better is I have to kill fiends. And I'm starting to think that those things do not necessarily follow. There might be... I want to make things better, and I'm trying to do that.
Can you engage in discussion with them about it?
Do they answer if I call them?
They have done in the past, yeah.
I think I could, but I'm worried that I've started to think about this, but it's so complicated. I don't know what the right thing to do is. We are in hell. The fiends have done so many awful things. The soul coins. What happened to Andreas? How can I...
But does taking all of your life down here, doing an endless task, make it better? And does it make it better for you?
I think I'm afraid that I went back home after fighting in a war for many years, and the war still found me where I was not finished with me yet. I am afraid that if I go home without fulfilling my end of the bargain, it will find me again, and it will take more. I don't know that that's true, but it's difficult to get rid of a feeling like that.
I guess it's hard to know. If you want any help, we're all here. If you want to talk about it more, or want assistance talking to a Holophant, we've all got your back.
Thank you, Calden. I think I have got to put together an argument, and sort of they are sort of fleeting of mind, you know. They don't see, no, not in a stupid way, in a sort of, they see things in very black and white, you know. It's like, this
like
is
a
good,
child.
this is bad. Yeah, not like a child, actually. Yeah, no. I would like to go home one day, if I can.
Maybe you should tell them. If they're good, like you say they are, maybe they'll think about what you want.
Are there other people that you miss at home? Your partner?
She's busy. She sings. She gets along fine. She wanted to come here, but gosh, she would have died.
Bards can be very handy.
Well,
sometimes.
I would have
Not always.
It's a very fair reflection.
I would have worried about her too much. It was better this way. I intend to go home once, I've decided what I'm going to do. In 4 years' time.
In 4 years' time, when we have killed Baphomet.
I don't think we're going to kill Baphomet. We just need to, sort out this blood pact nonsense and see what happens with the Minotaurs. The other Minotaurs.
I suppose that feels like a good point for me as well. We have worked together for so long that would be a marked way of making things better. It's before Minotaurs all limp and afterwards not. It's a good thing to work towards. You have clear goals. I am a little bit jealous.
Maybe just ask for something a bit less
nebulous. Ephemeral.
You're right, the others to join. You two step into the room as well. You've found your stateroom and guided in. Keldon and Fluster are deep in conversation. Judah's
Chilling on the bed.
chilling on the bed.
Just gonna like,
I'm making the most of a David Beckham side pose, just an awful reclined angle.
Oh no.
I was gonna say, what does the room look like?
Very ornate and ostentatious.
I want to examine it,
Oh,
especially like behind curtains.
roll me an investigation check,
Oh,
Andreas.
okay.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check. Do it, just to be safe.
I even look up, which I
Paranoid.
often
Good.
do.
Says, this is awfully nice, and Andreas is just like,
Roll an investigation check.
Hard ocular pat down mode.
I might have thought that after this really serious conversation, just someone look around all the curtains. That's great fun.
gosh.
It's an 8 on the dice, so I doubt it's going to be great. Might be less than 8.
Yeah, is it
6.
For the next 5 to 10 minutes of game time, Andreas is just dun 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 dun, just checking under everything.
It's like that
Like
scene in
stabbing
Emperor's
at
New
her.
Groove.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like while you're all having a nice chat, Andreas is there going, behind the curtain is a window.
And then I forget.
And do it again.
Yeah. Are you also narrating exactly what you're doing? As you go, just like, and then Andreas looks behind the curtain. That's my character voice.
Oh, my first bit, it'll be like, I will find you, fairy person. No! No, it's been here.
I'm just imagining you going round the back of one of the curtains and at one point going, haha, but you're just looking into the room.
Can I just activate my axe?
Yeah, of course you can.
Nothing in here?
No.
I won't tell him.
Feel free to enter whenever you would enter.
Oh, okay. Well, if anyone wants to have
Well,
any
I'm
conversations.
gonna just like sit on my bed and cast my spell.
Go for it.
So I've spent my time under the table writing a condensed 2 sendings worth of plot summary
Go for it.
that I'm going to try and send to Mr. M with a 5% chance of a failure due to him being on another plane of existence.
I feel like you should sit on the floor, right? Because when you get up there and I'll tell people I've been fighting my way through hell for this long, and you tell them it's fucking lovely, it's gonna annoy me.
I really am very sorry. I sit on the floor. Is this better?
Much.
Good.
Can you roll me a D100 twice, please?
Oh, of course.
If I can find them.
2 D10s. One should have zeros.
D100s are always exciting.
69.
Hey.
It is the
Nice. And again, charms. This time, not a suggestive number.
48.
Nice. No, it's fine.
For those really in the know.
That is, isn't it?
I have no idea!
480.
No, 420.
20.
You can't roll that
So-
on a D100.
Struggle.
What are your 2 sendings?
Oh, yes, okay. Hello.
I've written a condensed version of the plot in 48 words, and the first word is hello!
I'm very good at reading from her book while
Yes, fine.
casting. The general calls Yugoloths to Gehenna to end war. Reading Book of Derelict Magics. Demons and devils were created from Yugoloths. An Archdevil and Demon Lord could turn off the Heart of Darkness crystal and end war. Going to again now. Tell Marty. Thank you.
Oh. Two of your words were hello and thank you.
Thank you.
3 words. Oh, you thank you is
Yeah.
thank you is 2 words. Goodness,
You're
it's
right.
going well. Isn't it?
Huh. Curiouser and curiouser.
Does the tutting count?
You're in Hades, aren't you?
So smart.
Might make sense to head to Kinoin. Be careful. Oinoloths are pretty untrustworthy. Have faith.
Does he often say things like have faith?
Yes.
What about, do I know what I'm supposed to be having faith in?
The balance.
Oh, good. Oh, that's fine. Have faith in that, yes.
That seems like a good. Now that I've been reminded of the location name. I've probably like wandered through the restaurant, like asked Frank where people, if Frank saw anyone go anywhere.
Frank has moved on to chicken satay and is loving it.
Oh, the best day.
Is any? Sorry, did you see where you saw with my friend earlier? I'm just trying to find where they all went.
Oh yeah, they went downstairs.
Thanks, Frank.
You're more than welcome.
Hope you wait until you get onto desserts. I mean,
There's dessert.
I will catch up with you later and reconvene about dessert.
Staring at the buffet with like a face.
And then kind of walk down and eventually.
Yes. You are guided there by friendly Gib if necessary.
Yeah, I'm not charmed by them. Fancy, technologically advanced people.
Excuse me. I don't wish to alarm anyone, but I've just heard from Miss M that Yugoloths are pretty untrustworthy.
Did you? Were you
I'll
there?
just walk into that.
Were you there when we met Exius?
Yeah, I
It's
mean, I
lovely.
could have told you that.
Yeah. Pretty untrustworthy is a little bit harsh or exists.
Yeah, I mean,
And
weird that you should be talking about Yugoloths and stuff. Just bumped into Fairy Person. Had a good chat. And mentioned that actually it's probably a great idea because we're just about to. It's not that great outside, but we're going to dock at a place, and Kinoin is like a city like full of Yugoloths. Recommended like pretty heartily. We should all go there. So
I'm just pushing the door.
Did they say why we should go to Kinoin?
some Yugoloths aren't that happy with us. I think that was it.
The ones that
But it's-
the ones that wanted our soul.
Well, it's just the one that we had the deal with, and they're
But
being
they still
they
want
seem
our soul.
yeah, but they seem pretty chill about it.
Oh, good.
You know,
Alright.
we mainly just chatted about the whole going to Kinoin thing.
They're
And
good.
this is me
Good.
reinforcing
Because
Kinoin.
Oh no, you go.
Mr. M also said that we should definitely go to Kinoin. I don't know anything about it, but yeah, let's hang out there.
Who?
This sounds great.
Right, I'm going to insight check both of you. You first. That is a 19 plus 9, 28. You second. That
so
is
high.
a natural 20 plus 4 plus
Wow.
9, 24 plus 9, 33 on you.
What were you trying to find out?
Okay.
It's just incredibly suspicious that you have both come up with the same piece of information at exactly the same moment.
Actually, this
DM
person.
Monsoon has been charmed.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Perigal, what do you want to know? You can't roll an insight check in general and go, what insight do I glean?
Yes,
What are you trying to find out?
You said that I could do that last week. That's exactly what you said I could do last week.
Yes, but what do you want to know?
I want to know whether I can trust that this information is somewhere we should actually go.
From Perigal's perspective, absolutely.
And also, because she trusts Mr. M, I want some kind of...
I want to trust Mr. M too!
No, I want some kind of understanding of what that's founded on.
We have seen that she is very likely to trust
Yeah.
much anyone that she's come
Yeah.
across. Like, does it seem like there's a foundation of that?
I'm just reminded that was a 33.
No, I know, I'm trying to find the best way to word it.
Yeah.
Perigal is a good person. Perigal is working on the behest of someone else. You don't know that person in any way, shape or form. But Perigal is very trusting of people. If Perigal thought that she would be putting any of you in serious danger, she would have said something about it.
Okay, you're trustworthy. You, however, have been charmed.
Wait, what?
You, however, have been charmed.
With a
How can we break?
with a
Yeah, if someone tells you that you've been charmed correctly, like,
You're still charmed.
still, but like you're
You're
of
You're
it.
aware that you've been charmed.
That's just a hard thing to. Okay.
Perigal, you said you had Dispel Magic.
yes.
Could you perhaps utilise it?
Yes.
Because I did not prepare it today.
Would it be alright if I just cast a little bit of a spell on you to sort of counteract the effects of maybe some other spells that might be on you?
Yeah. Knock yourself out.
Okay.
Is this you just like laying hand on my arm or something?
Yes, we'll go with that. Yes. Yes, right. Yeah. How do you feel?
You're no longer charmed.
Yeah. I mean, I feel. I think that's undone it. Right. Oh. Also, they can teleport. Just like. Said that they'd be keeping an eye. Oh no, it didn't say keeping an eye. Said they would be watching us. Yeah, it was definitely even like chatting to them with the charm thing. It was definitely creepy.
So they're not chill about the souls thing then.
No, I think they're just pretty confident that at some point they are getting souls one way or another.
I'm going straight back to the curtain.
Yeah,
But they can teleport, I'll check again.
they want us to go to Kinoin. They're pretty sure that they're going to get souls somehow. They could just kind of teleport and dash in and out. They're totally not worried about their boat going off without them. That's the gist, I guess. And they're pretty free and easy about being quite creepy just openly, I guess, now that I look... Hindsight, yeah.
Did they say who lives on Kinoin?
Shit ton of Yugolos. It's Yugolos City.
Any of the specific ones?
I don't think... Is this Chloe being bad at remembering?
I think
Yes.
they did say Oinoloth.
It was, and the general...
They said.
No, General's not there.
General's
They said-
Power struggle.
Hmm?
They said the Oinoloss lived there and there's a power struggle between the Oinoloss and the General.
One of the loss. Oi!
Scare them off.
Oin. Aloth.
That makes sense now. Yeah. Yeah.
It all makes sense now.
I could perhaps try scrying.
Yeah. Also, has anyone looked outside? It's like a massive nettle field with dead bodies in it. Just to...
As you look out the window, the ship is moving. You've moved past the dock now. You stopped, you berthed, moved on again. Looking out, there's just this field of nettles, not very high, 5 to 10 foot high, but full of the bodies of devils and demons.
Sort of nettles.
You roll me a survival check with advantage because you're a ranger of the lower planes.
Well, also it's Jacinta, Hades. There's a mythological thing there. But I mean, not stinging nettles, because you can't hang bodies in stinging nettles. No matter how
These ones.
itchy and horrible they are.
Alright, Gardeners, question time.
They like hard, sort of spiky trees, or what we're talking about.
I appreciate this might be a long shot, but does anybody have anything that belongs to an Oinoloth?
There's a
We have a book.
Axios, yeah.
Can I borrow it?
Hang on.
3 and a natural 20.
Wow.
So many 20s.
20.
These
So
are
good at
called
nettles.
bloodthorns. Bloodthorns are stationary plants that if you happen to walk into them, they grab hold of you and drain you of your blood until you are dead.
That's really good
that's
nutritional value for a plant. That's excellent.
Oh, it's so horrible.
Bloodthorns.
That's really clever.
Lower
Oh,
plains.
so horrible.
And I know there was a big battle here or something.
The Field of Nettles has been the site of many battles during the Blood War, as it is almost exactly the halfway point between the Abyss
Why would
and
you
Avernus.
fight there when the terrain is so terrible?
Bloodthorns grow where blood is spilled.
It happened afterwards. This paints a wonderful picture of how much blood has been spilt there. Thank you for sharing.
I nearly asked exactly the same question. Why would they find that?
Why would they fight in the worst place? Oh no.
Oh no.
I was imagining like an enormous infernal shrike that was like grabbing people and...
I'm putting my helmet back on. And just nodding, looking at all the destruction.
Possibly borrow that book. Just for, 10 minutes.
Yes, there's more conversations we're having.
You can have it straight back.
Chat with us.
Should we maybe talk to the captain? Because if there's shenanigans going on this ship, right, I think they'd want to know, and I think they'd stop it because they don't want shenanigans. They want everyone to be chill.
Yes, because we asked, didn't we?
Yeah.
And they were like, don't give any monkeys tails or something. So
Wait, what?
we asked if they
It was a rat's ass, but close.
an animal body part sometimes.
I love the way your mind thinks.
But yeah, I reckon they seem like they'd be on side with helping us not be in trouble because they don't want trouble, they don't want disturbances.
That is true. Should I scribe before that or after that?
We might get more information from Muriel that could make your scrying more complete. Does that
Yeah.
feel true?
No.
No, that's not how that works. So no, that should be fine.
Not especially. Unfortunately, unless I actually meet the person before I scry on them, there's nothing more we can do apart from having the thing.
Wait, our character who transcribed?
Whoever this Oinoloth was, who owned this book.
Before, well, okay.
This particular Oinoloth.
Do they live that long?
I assume so.
Like, maybe
Unless they're
wrote
killed.
the book?
Unless they're killed where they're from, they never die.
That's true. Point true.
Yeah, okay.
It's worth a shot. It's, we're going to sleep soon, so...
Go for it, yeah.
I mean, you are all exhausted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right,
Yeah, you would die for a long
Proper-
rest, wouldn't you?
I'm dying for a short rest.
Can other people see what I'm scrying on?
Nope.
No, okay, fine. I'm going to prop up my shield in front of me.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast scrying.
How long does it take to cast?
10 minutes.
Everyone have to wait for 10 minutes? Not in... Do it now, I'm just saying in character.
Dead
Silence.
It's a lot of Keldon muttering in Minotaur and, pointing at the shield.
You just turn it off and on again.
We should take guard, so we should take it in turns to sleep. So some of us should go to sleep now.
You will know from previous adventures, probably from previous things happening, that my bow is a bow of warning. So we can't be surprised, and we will be awoken if something happens.
So are we gonna sleep
But
and
we
then
still should do that.
chat to Muriel? We doing things that way round?
No.
We don't know when the ship is going to stop. We
Sounds
should
terrible.
probably find out when we will get to Kinoin before we go to sleep.
Yes, we should.
No?
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
definitely tell the captain of the shenanigans before just
Of
you know,
course.
having a nap. That's
No, that makes
that's
sense.
a
You're
priority.
absolutely right.
Yeah. No. Point.
Why don't we just avoid the place that the person who wants our souls told us we should go to?
Oh no, we do definitely have to go there.
Says
Oh.
your magic voice.
Mr. M, he's not a magic. He has a magic voice. I
Who is
suppose.
it?
And he's very nice, sort of.
Is it Mammon?
No.
Who is it?
His name's Mr. M.
What does M stand for?
It's a mysterious code.
Mr. Mysterious. That would be Mr. MC.
No, he doesn't like to be. It's secret.
You know how you're called the Giant?
Yes.
Yeah, but that doesn't. It's not like Andreas Doris starts with G or anything. Like it's a separate thing.
A.
I shouldn't have even tried.
Thank you, Monsieur.
You're welcome.
But my point remains. Your employer says we should go there, so does the person who wants our souls. Why should we go there?
Because it's very important for the future of the multiverse, probably.
Says Mr. Mysterious Code.
Well, he's
We
very
don't know-
smart, so...
He might be Mr. Mysterious Code. We do not know what his moral code is, you know?
Oh.
It's MC, but does not stand for that, perhaps. I don't
I
know.
mean, he's very smart, and I've read a lot of books, and definitely see it would be a good idea to, trust the expertise. I feel, if you are okay with that. I mean, it just...
Evil geniuses are very smart.
It's the genius bit that normally gives it away.
Before I started casting, I would have told you what I gained from my insight check. Sorry, I'm busy casting a spell. But I would have told you what I gained from my insight check. So you would have that knowledge.
What would you have said, exactly?
You can talk while casting, it's fine.
No, I can't. I really can't.
The Parable wouldn't put us in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah. If she thinks it's that important.
No. I don't think we should go to Kinoinia.
Kinoin.
We have to go to
Well, we don't have to.
really ought to, though.
But you know, the fate of the multi, whatever.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, what is that?
You're in a bit of it right now. You're always in a bit of it.
You can't see the face. You know there's stuff going on.
Just seeing the face, actually just...
The plume moving around.
Please try and explain the multiverse to the character with 7 times. So good.
Talk to me about scrying.
Scrying
Yep.
is a spell.
Yes.
You can see and hear a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you.
Mm-hmm.
The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and sort of physical connection you have to it. If a target knows you're casting the spell, it can fail saving throw voluntarily if it wants to be observed. There are various different things that you can add or subtract based on whether you know it or whether you have a thing of it.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
On a failed save, I create a sensor that I can see and hear through.
Mm-hmm.
The sensor moves with the target, remaining with 10 feet of it for the duration, which is 10 minutes. So I guess it takes effect immediately and then lasts for 10 minutes.
Yes, it does.
Oh, so it doesn't take 10 minutes to cast.
What? Duration, concentration up to 10 minutes. Casting time 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes to
Oh,
cast
okay.
and it lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh,
20
great.
minutes. You could have a nap.
I can narrate.
Will you describe everything that you are seeing and hearing?
Yes.
Great.
Assume that whatever is being said, you know, in Keldon's version of narration.
Which is very different to Chris's version.
Assuming it fails. Could not fail. Could be a waste of a 5th level spell slot. I'm guessing it didn't fail.
It doesn't even try to.
Yeah, how does it know?
In your shield,
The shiny side.
yes,
There's a pair of bound hands on it.
yes, you see mists form and start to clear. And there's a face staring right back at you.
Oh!
It doesn't look healthy, but it also radiates intelligence, sly intelligence, and just raises an eyebrow. Who are you that gazes upon me?
Oh no, they're gonna die.
Intriguing. I will assume that Carianth kept their word.
They're not supposed to be able to hear me.
I do not know if you can hear me, but I will ask that you come and meet us in Enoin.
We need to go to Enoin.
We have much to discuss. A shared enemy, perhaps.
Apparently we've got a shared enemy. I've dropped out of character voice. Too distracted. Carry on.
The city is full of Yugolovs who still follow the general.
I think they're actually going to die in front of me. I can't even heal them from here.
If you can make your way through the city, then we will be able to help you in your quest.
They can't wait through the city to where, though?
You can find us on the top of the tallest tower.
Oh, more climbing. Excellent.
The city is dangerous, so be on your guard.
It's fucking hell, mate.
Oh, someone tried to spy on me.
What?
Yes, I failed to make sure I could talk to them. I do think it's the people who are... Yes.
They're just having a chat with someone else now.
I think that the scrying lasts another 8.5 minutes. I guess I'll do things I wouldn't want to be observed.
It's actually...
Do we have to go to Kinoin? That voice sounds terrible. I don't want to have a conversation with that person.
We don't hear it, do we?
No, you only what Kelvin described.
Okay. Whew. I know I don't describe very often. I may not have described it to you before, but it doesn't normally go like that. 1, they don't normally know you're doing it. 2, it's normally invisible. They can't normally look at you. 3, they can't normally look at you.
That was only one thing, I think.
Someone powerful enough to actually look at you and talk to you while you're scrying on them, we should probably go and talk to, because if they want to talk to us, there's probably something really important happening. That's just not how scrying works.
Well, these were the people who created the Heart of Darkness, no?
They didn't even mention the Heart of Darkness. Did they mention the Heart of Darkness?
Nope.
They didn't even mention it.
They must be very powerful. They created devils and demons.
They may know how to destroy it, or like whatever it is we need to do with it.
If we believe them about the shared enemy and the fact that they don't want the general to turn off the Heart of Darkness and turn devils and demons back into you, thus ending the Blood War, then yeah, we should probably go and hang out with them. They seem really helpful.
Right now, we've got more information, but what would actually make me feel really good is just kicking it with a nice, fuzzy, knitting, humbug-giving little glowing, happy little holophant. So
There's one upstairs.
yeah.
Yes.
I just think I'd feel a little bit better about everything.
Yeah.
Chatting to the captain. Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, tell her where we're going as well.
Ask for advice.
About the captain.
About
We should also bear in mind that this maybe solves our problem. Because if we're going there anyway, maybe if we let carry on think he's taking us there, then it's not so bad. Yeah.
Yes. I don't think the charming thing lasts that long, but if we pretend that you never figured out I was charmed and managed to convince you and all that, that might help, or we can use that somehow.
We might be able to get more information that way if they think we are on their side.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are on their side.
You are starting to think in the right way. That was very devious.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yeah.
She didn't. She was being serious, wasn't she? Yeah. Don't worry, it'll be fine. It'll all be fine.
Let's go upstairs.
It'll be fine.
You're going to talk to Muriel?
Yes.
Give us humbugs and make us feel okay.
That did not work last time.
Yeah, I literally destroyed you last time.
So that voice I just did, can you replicate? You have to talk on the in and out, but never mind.
Oh, it's really like...
I guess nothing.
Sure.
Hello!
Hello. All right. If we come in.
Yeah. Don't give a shit, really. Staring away.
Waltz right in.
Hello.
All right, Muriel. How you doing?
I'm getting a bit tired, all this steering. How are you?
Tired
Good.
also.
Yeah.
Oh, you look tired. You've got bags. Want to get some sleep, my dear?
That's just the stuff he guys things in.
Oh, I've got a full visor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Actually, so.
I stand by that. I'm not going to retract that. So, did you come here for anything in particular or just for fun? I'm okay with either, really.
A little bit of column A, a bit of column B, huh?
Yeah. Well, I guess.
All the columns, goodness.
Picking your brains about some of the local sights to see. Whether you know much about cities and stuff nearby.
The next stop is Kinoin, which is a city of Yugolovs.
Well, the next stop is it's called Kinoin.
That's the one.
There are lots of Yugolovs there, maybe other kinds of loths. It's definitely a city. There are buildings.
What you could tell them is it used to be a thriving metropolis, and then at a certain point Yugolovs started to spend more time outside of Hades, so there was quite a lot of travel away, and it started to slowly become more and more abandoned. The Yugolov spawning pits are still there, so the Oinoloths who make more Yugolovs still work out of there, but the total number of people that used to be very inhabited and now it isn't have all generally gone to either fight in the Blood War somewhere, join the general in Gehenna. It's relatively abandoned, quite dangerous, but Oinoloths are perfectly friendly once you get to know them. Not particularly big on the whole war thing, so you're fine with them.
Well, it used to be quite exciting, lots of people there, but people like travelling these days. They all go away. It's gone a bit quiet. Some of them in those silly wars, we don't like them. But the bit where the Yugolovs, where they make new Yugolovs, they're quite active. There's a lot of that goes on there. What do they call them?
Bedrooms.
They're not bedrooms, that's for something else. Spawning pits. Those are the ones that make lots of Yugolovs there. The other loths, the order loths, they do that bit. But apart from that, it's pretty quiet, really. Lots of empty places. Everybody's going off and doing their own thing these days,
Right.
Would you like a humbug?
Yeah, thank you. I would. And I'm slightly retreating into a corner, just like focusing on the humbug because today's been a lot.
Have you ever seen an Oinoloth who just looked like they were about to die?
Most Oinoloths are quite disease-ridden because one of the things they can also do is make new diseases.
Oh, okay. Yes, I did see one once, and then I saw another one and another one. All of those ones look a bit ill, to be honest, dear.
Did they say things like "Aloin"?
That's about right.
Definitely an Oinoloth.
Must be. Sounds like one. It was a very good impression, that was.
We would very much like to go to Keen Oin, please.
That's lucky. That's where we're going.
Oh, wonderful!
Fantastic. How convenient.
We'll be very sad to leave.
Well, I shall miss you too, yes.
Do we also need to warn you that the last captain of the ship we were on appeared, charmed you, and just they might cause trouble if they're still around.
What kind of trouble? Have you like a bit of an argument? What are we talking here? Obviously, we don't do fighting on the ship, so there will be none of that.
No.
I look at all of you like the grandma look, like just all of you individually.
They did charm Monsoon, which isn't, I mean, really the done thing in most polite societies.
It's a little bit rude.
Yeah,
but
that's what I thought, yes.
None of the hitting's happening, so bugger it, really.
They do have a habit of just kind of teleporting in and out.
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
So I don't
Well,
they're
they
not
don't
necessarily not necessarily paying their way, you know.
Goodness.
which
Have they signed the
seems to be-
paperwork? That's the question.
Don't know if they have.
Well, if they haven't, they shall be in trouble. They're not welcome here if they haven't signed the paperwork. You've got to work for us if you're going to be on this ship.
Yeah.
Can I ask one of the gifts if they sign the paperwork?
Sure.
Do the gifts know?
Yeah.
You over there. You. Get over here.
Sorry, I was busy doing something else. How can I help?
I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name again. It happens
It's
every
Terrence.
5 minutes.
It's Terrence.
Okay, yes, that. Fantastic. What's your captain's name, my dearie?
Carry on.
Carry on.
Carry on.
Do you have any paperwork from that person, my dear? Tommy, one of those ones, yeah.
Yes, we have paperwork here from a Carrion who signed when they stepped on board ship.
Oh, well,
Right.
they're very welcome then, as long as they don't start anything.
That is, if anything, more concerning.
Yeah, working here, same as you. I mean, one would assume while they're on here they're intending to be peaceful, because otherwise I'd have to get Big Muriel out and then we'd have a real trouble, wouldn't we?
Big Muriel?
Yeah, like me, but bigger.
An elephant. Flying
Bigger.
elephant.
Bigger than that.
There's nothing bigger than an elephant.
A bit more furry.
We fought a
Andreas isn't bigger than
earlier
enough.
today.
You could show them.
I mean, you can meet her if you like.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright. I take the knitting needles out. There's like no sense of urgency. You know when all people get out of chairs and there's a whole like, I could process. Glasses are off. Okay. Are we ready? And just like a mammoth. I turn into a mammoth. It's exactly the same as me, but it's a mammoth. The long scarf that was going round and round, it now fits.
Now, this cabin's not huge,
Yeah.
so you're just gigantic.
We specifically said that we were at the back of the
Yeah, you are.
boat.
That's fine. Yeah,
So
yeah. That's where the engine is, so if anything goes slightly faster. It's like you're all just up against the wall.
So you see, dearie, we're not really going to have a problem, are we?
we
I'll
are.
just stamp on him if he causes you any trouble. If them, I do apologize. If them,
It's them, thank you.
Oh my god, it's amazing!
We are meeting an awful lot of Big Muriel all at once and in a very intimate way.
I suppose you are. Oh, this room isn't as big as I remember it being.
Can all Holyfans do this?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't asked all of them individually, but I'd assume so. If I can, you know. I just stay big. I don't help at all. Just looking up.
How much can we move?
You can sidle.
Can I see anyone else?
Yeah, you.
Okay, I'd like to message like whoever I can most easily
Look at your
see.
messaging
Yeah.
around my
Very much, and just kind of going, okay, which one of us is going to be the one to ask Big Muriel to become Small Muriel again? Because it feels a bit awkward. I guess I'll try and just
Start humming to myself.
You can all hear and feel the humming vibrating through you.
I do think that would be a little impolite, I message back. So, no, I'm just going to stay here.
I suppose I better keep steering, really. I sort of stretch my hands.
No, please do not Muriel, Big Muriel, forgive me.
Yes, dearie?
I'm very impressed by the scale and grandeur of your new form.
Very kind of you to say, aren't you, sweet? You
Yes,
could have a humbug
the-
later.
Yes, I would love to have one now, but unfortunately, you cannot reach right now.
No,
while
I
you are-
can't. That's a shame.
I-
Oh, well, small. I hand you a humbug. There you go, dear.
you are. Thank you. That is very reassuring.
I find humbugs reassuring.
I exit the room.
So you see, if there's any fighting happening, I just stomp on them with my big feet, really, won't I? Everything will be fine.
Terence peels
Poor
himself
Terence.
off the wall.
Alright, Terence, do you need a humbug? I remembered your name, look at that.
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm feeling unreassured.
I see what you're doing, and it's cheeky, but I like it. I'll make you something. I like you.
Do you all leave you with them?
I have one
Comes up 7
final
minutes.
question. How long do we reach Kinoin?
I don't need help on that, I have no idea.
Roughly 8 hours.
Just imagine you doing that 2 times.
She doesn't have any fingers, but she does a motion like she's counting, I
Yeah.
think, because she's an elephant and they're definitely not hands. How she's knitting, you've no idea. But, so right, try and keep her head. Maybe about 8 hours, thereabout, something like that.
Oh, that's perfect. That's time.
That's amazing, yeah.
Such a good sleep.
Yeah, let's sleep.
Well, my Giffy's keep an eye out for the one you're worried about, yes?
Thank you, Muriel. Thank you.
How often? I mean, once we're done with our business in Kinoin, we might need to travel on further, and this is just so nice. I mean, it's really nice here, and we'd love to get a later lift. How often do you?
I shake my head again.
Just
The whole journey, doing it in the way that you do it, takes you roughly 3 years.
It takes 3 of something. Days or maybe millennia.
if we just
It takes some time.
if we just sort of waited
Have to
for
ask
it to come
somebody
back.
else, really. I just steer at this point.
I'll ask Terence. That's okay.
Oh, it takes roughly 3 years for us to complete our circuit
3
of
of
the
something.
Styx.
I was close.
Oh dear. I mean, I'm not sure we'll still be here then.
That's a shame.
We will be closer to our goals. No, after 3 years, it'll be nearly the end.
Is there anything interesting?
Is 3 close to 4?
It's
Well,
one
yeah.
before.
Right next to it.
Right next to
Oh.
it.
We're going to find Baphomet.
Well, that sounds like a different plan than one we had before.
What was the plan before?
Kill Baphomet.
Well, first
No,
we have
you don't want
to
to do any of that. It's very silly.
consult other minotaurs and find out what they want, and then once we've done that, then we have to find Baphomet.
Right, find Baphomet. I'm on board.
And save the multiverse just first, and then in the meantime as well.
Yeah, if I see this person, I will tell them you said hello.
Do you not ever think that you need to kill people to get things done? That sounds so cold. I'm sorry. Sometimes it feels
Only if-
inescapable.
You're stopping people killing other people.
Including yourself, I say from the doorway.
If they're doing any of that silly fighting at you, then yes, you've got to stop them. I mean, you shouldn't kill them if there's anything else you can do, but as an absolute last resort, if they're going to be hurting lots of people, seems like the right thing to me.
Do all Holophants get their hearts set on strange goals and then pursue those at, forever?
I think that might be what we call stereotyping down here in Helmadiri.
I mean, I've only ever heard of 2 Holophants, and both of them have had their hearts set on very strange goals that they've, continued on forever.
Well, maybe you should meet more Holophants before you, decide what we're all like.
I'll continue to ask them about
one
their
is
goals.
maybe our goals aren't strange. Maybe your goals are strange. Have you considered that? Weren't expecting that way.
Speaking of strange goals, given what we've just told you, if you see us leaving with the ship's captain.
Mhm.
If they're with us or leading us, then that's not weird, right? Just so you know, because that might be part of our plan.
Okay, so that wouldn't be a bad thing if you were leaving with the ship's captain.
Leaving the city with the ship's captain.
Leaving this to go to Kinnon.
I think
Well, surely that would be weird because they'd be mind controlling us.
I think Newell is mostly interested in steering the boat from past us.
With the captain from the ship who you said might do the silly fighting, that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I'll just wave your goodbye and maybe give you a humbug on the way then.
Oh, really?
Excellent.
Yeah,
Okay, that by
yes, obviously, of course.
Why do, from my understanding of the Styx, which is limited, we are in the pretty much the epicenter between the hell and the abyss. Most of the battles and the wars come around here. Why do you do a circuit of the whole thing? Why not just stay around this bit?
Sometimes people go to other places, dearie. Sometimes that happens. People move. It's fascinating.
Bed. Definitely bed.
Is any of that silly fighting going on?
No.
You let me know.
No.
Okay, but if
All
somebody's
good.
coming to do some, you tell me.
Yeah,
I'll get Big
absolutely.
Muriel out, I will. You watch me.
She'll fuck them up.
Yes, you will.
Do you all go back to your staterooms, go to bed? No one's going to go gambling? Goldie's gambling rules. No one's...
So tight! We haven't had a long rest in so long.
Very
He's
true.
given us exactly 8 hours. I would like to cast Ascending
Okay.
to Rhiannon. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to sending to Rhiannon.
Yep.
I'm just letting you know that I'm sending to Rhiannon.
What do you say?
Hey, babe. In Hades now. Escaped prison. Didn't die. Nobody else died. Success.
You have 10 more words. 11 more words.
Hope all's well with you. Love you. Bye.
Hey, wow, cool. That's, I mean, you're doing some really cool stuff at the moment. Kind of jealous, but, you know, hey, doing my own thing, it's...
Gonna sending again. Did you want to finish your sentence?
Thanks, yeah, sorry, I forget about the word limit. Love you, you're great, glad it's all going well. Catch you on...
Out of spells.
Characters that are rubbish at sending.
I have no idea if that was 24 words and I don't care.
So it doesn't matter.
Paragul is going to, which she did last time, I forgot to say, as she goes to bed, cast a magical invisible dog to snuggle her.
You're using a 4th level spell slot with an attack spell, that dog that mauls people, to summon a big dog you can have a sleep with.
Yes.
I'm here for this content.
This is the content we all deserve.
Big shaggy dog.
I was about to ask what your invisible dog looked like, and then I was like,
Anyone else doing anything else before they go to sleep?
I would probably go and talk to Monsoon if you are still up.
I think I like. There's a bit. I get into the room and I'm like taking things off and bags and stuff before flopping onto a bed. So there's a window.
Flolloping. Is that the
Flopping, yeah.
flop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the sound. It's like the fall and then the boing.
Flop.
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 Yeah. Are you? Sorry. If you are busy, I do not want to disturb you.
No, I'm not.
I just wanted to ask if you are okay.
Oh, what, because of the charm thing, or just like other stuff, or?
Yes, everything, but most personally at the moment, you are under the control of someone else.
Yeah, it's a bit thinking back on it. Probably my fault for wandering around on my own.
I don't think that it is your fault that someone else cast a malevolent spell on you.
No, that's yeah. Yeah, I'm alright. It's weird getting snapped out of it. That felt weird. Everyone else knowing before I knew felt weird. But no, it's. I mean, it's all right now because everyone snapped me out of it. So and fingers crossed, doesn't happen next time. Are you all right? I know soul chat's still happening.
It's sort of processing things at the minute, with lots of things sort of churning over. I can't stop thinking about what you said about erring on the side of empathy.
Yeah.
It's hard down here.
Yeah. But each day as it comes, basically, all you can really do.
It's just trying to be better, isn't it?
Thanks for getting my daggers, by the way, out of the head of the thing.
It's okay. I thought it was a shame they did not go in either side of the head. They would have been like little horns.
That's so weird. I had exactly the same.
That would have been. Really
That
cool.
was like I would have gone for, but yeah.
Not quite.
No. Yeah. Cool, but you're feeling okay.
It's hell still. Not completely, but it's. Is there anything that you need? It has been a long day.
Hug.
I could do that.
Thanks. It's super awkward.
It's the most awkward.
Yes.
You're not actually hugging.
Yeah, we didn't actually kind of hide you.
Do you want to see us hug?
It was more of a, is that why it's awkward? It was an
Oh no, I think they do actually
Okay.
hug.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just accentuating the awkward.
Yeah.
I would probably go to sleep now. Really
Yeah,
tired.
of course. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I will. There's one of these ones probably.
Yeah, I don't know who's claimed. I'm just really tired.
Unless there's anyone. Is anyone in this one?
I don't think so.
I sort of look over. I'm like,
Seriously, folks, just go to sleep.
okay. I will just.
I'd probably go to
I
sleep
take
really
first watch.
quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, are we doing watches?
Yeah.
It's an 8-hour rest if you do it in watches. Not everyone will complete a long
Yeah,
rest.
not everyone will get it.
Matt.
I mean, Carrie Alpha knows that we're here. They think that we're doing their job. They're probably not going to try and kill us.
You've got your bow worn.
Yeah, we'll wake up anyway. Okay.
Invisible dog.
Let's just.
It only lasts for like a minute.
Doesn't it?
It's a bulldog.
No, it doesn't. They last for 1 second, please.
It's not 8 hours, is it?
8 hours.
Oh my god. It's an
Invisible
8-hour dog.
They can't move. Anyone.
Like you're hugging a dead dog.
I mean, it's perfectly still.
This is what it's like.
It's a dead
Dog, perfectly still. It doesn't like move like a dog. That's disturbing.
The thing
It's
I
just
forgot
like.
to maybe check on is when a small or larger creature comes within 30 feet of it without first speaking the password that you specify when you cast the spell, the hound starts barking loudly.
No.
We all
Yeah.
started within 30 feet of it.
You know what, Sherman? Fuck the rules. Your dog doesn't shout whenever someone turns up. It will bark if Carrie turns up.
Like,
Yeah.
these guys are cool, and they can see into the ethereal plane and invisible creatures.
Yes,
and
they can.
Ignore
Do we all have to like proffer our hands
And
for your dog to
They're
escape?
really snuggly and soft, and
But they can't move.
They can't move, no.
Perfectly
Summon
still.
giant
Creepy.
They're there for 8 hours in that spot, and that is it.
That's ridiculous. That's just
Are you telling everyone about this?
You're perfectly
Right, so we don't know. Cool.
What is that smell? Is that can smell like
My dog
Smells
smells
like
lovely.
dog? And he has some.
Yes.
That's not any of us, is it?
You all have a long rest?
Yes, I press the button.
Yeah, so.
Can't press the button until the DM says whether.
Yeah.
You all have a long rest.
Thanks, dear.
Burden.
That is what we
Yeah,
have
but
needed
it does
for so
bad.
many sessions. Oh my gosh.
Oh, all those spells. Oh, I can re-prep.
Oh, confirm. Confirm. I always forget.
You all wake up. You always wake up like that, Jesus. You're gonna have a heart attack and die.
Hard life. Go back to the arena. I'm like, oh no, I killed that guy.
You can all get up.
I say, did anybody check out a casino? Because this place is so amazing. I reckon you just win.
It seems like a good way to make back our 11 gold, but
Oh, looks like casino's closed because there's 15 minutes left.
He said everything 24 hours.
Yeah, they're taking a break.
for refurbishment. I can't believe they are refurbishing the casino on this one morning.
All those soul coin slot machines.
Imagine them get some out.
Cool, I didn't have to do that scene.
Judah, let us gamble in approximately 15 minutes.
As you head upstairs, it's still as busy as ever. If anything, the atmosphere hasn't changed at all because morning and evening, night, all the rest of it is kind of meaningless here. Oh, actually. Yeah.
Just tell me if I don't like it.
I'm just fascinated. You've interestingly circumnavigated something, so I'm going to leave it.
By sleeping.
Yes!
That is my favourite way to say
Everyone, we just keep sleeping for the rest of the adventure.
Are there any spells that anyone feels especially strongly about on the cleric spell list?
Mine's the heal me.
It's been approximately since the last Omen game since I looked at the cleric spell list.
I'm just going to keep narrating. As you all head upstairs, looking, if you go out onto the top deck and look out,
Yeah.
in the distance, you can just see it on the horizon, just starting to come into view, is a city made up almost entirely of skyscrapers. And they are huge.
Kinoin!
Wow, was that the
Unbelievable.
was that the
Unfucking believable.
was that the longbow of warning?
Did you just say fucking hell canoine? Shorter.
Anyway, looking out across, the closest I can give you as an imagination point is like an abandoned Dubai.
Yeah.
Dubai gets spooky.
The boat is slowly heading towards a docking point, and that docking point is clearly the closest you can get to the city. It's probably about half a day's walk to get there across these grey sands.
I'm keeping an eye out. Kelvin, keep an eye out for the invisible thing.
I will turn on my axe. Vision.
Well, if we can find them, that's good. Now they might be able to guide us across the. If you would be okay with that.
We betrayed them.
No, we are following their orders.
The ferry person. They want to take our souls.
We just have to go to the tallest skyscraper, which admittedly when you're at the bottom of skyscrapers it's hard to tell which one's the tallest. However,
There's one that is obviously tall.
I did prepare locate creature.
That's useful.
I mean, thing is, they said they'd be watching, so I could maybe just be like, hey, mate, got everyone, done the reinforcing, all that stuff.
But also, if they were also always watching, then they will have seen me get snapped out of it. I don't know.
We betrayed a fiend who believes we owe, and in fairness, it's arguable we do, owe our souls. They're not going to go like, oh, hey guys.
They appear to have had a second motive.
They believe this is the new deal.
Roll me a perception check,
If
because you have
they
the
are-
highest passive.
If they are invested in us getting to our destination, they will help us make sure that we get there safely.
But it's a city.
Yes, we have a half a day walk to get there.
Did the fairy person say highest tower? Or did they say something else?
No, they just say
Keldon sees a figure sitting on the dock watching the boat arrive.
watching the time roll away.
Correct.
They appear to be waiting for us.
Is it the ferry person?
It is indeed the ferry person.
I get my weapons ready.
Fine.
You do not have to talk to them if you do not want to.
No, I was just wondering something. How much do I know about charm magic?
It only lasts an hour.
No, but can you charm multiple people at once?
Potentially, depending on how high level a spell you use.
It's not concentration.
Yeah.
So you can do
Yep.
it a few times and they don't interrupt each other.
They might be a
Bard
glamour
usually.
Yeah.
From my, and I'm happy to offer this is the last question.
Yes.
If someone succeeds on a save when you are trying to charm them, can you feel that you've not charmed them?
That you've not charmed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll know if the spell's in effect or not.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I've not got the speaks. It's fine. We'll be there as a group. It's fine. Okay.
When you were narrating, did you say the bit where the Oinoloth said that Carianth was
Kept their word.
they were bringing us? Because he specifically
They?
mentioned. No,
Oh,
the
Oinoloth.
Oinoloth is a
Oinoloth,
hero.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He specifically mentioned that it was deal with them.
I would have narrated everything
Yeah. Okay.
with additions.
Okay.
Including the 8 minutes of describing their life.
Let's read the book. I'm going to share that time.
Shall we?
No.
Before we got off the boat, I was thinking, should we pass by the captain and just say goodbye before we?
Just to say hello, just, not for anything
You
particular.
have a sweet tooth, don't you?
Just no. I'm fine. I just thought we would be polite to say goodbye. That's just manners. I'm just very polite.
I think you are not telling the truth.
No.
You like sweets.
Everyone likes sweets. I mean, they're sweets.
She likes sweets.
Do you head past Muriel's cabin?
Yes.
Steering on this. What else would I be doing?
Yeah. I think not bothering to knock or anything this time.
Yeah.
I'm not phased if you don't knock.
It is now stopped at the dock.
They're
Yes.
Muriel still.
Do you
Yeah,
occasionally just pull out a periscope and just pretend to look out over the horizon?
I feel like I occasionally pull out a periscope and just look at the wall. Yes.
We are quite tight on time, so if you want to say your goodbyes, please do.
Hello. You're back, are you? Hello.
Potentially for the last time this time.
Oh, right, you off, are you?
We just wanted to say thank you for keeping us safe for this little leg of our journey.
Oh, that's very kind. Not everybody says thank you.
We've had a lovely time. Thank you so much for your hospitality. One wonderful food.
Aren't you all polite? Everybody have a hamburger. Just give you all more than one.
I'm pocketing all of mine for later use.
Absolutely
I have an implausible amount of hamburgers.
Eating all of them.
Yeah.
Good to know.
You just. Well, enjoy your time in the abandoned city full of demons, won't you?
You always know the right thing to say.
I know it's a talent of mine. I'm goodbye.
That's quite motivational.
do you all head up?
When are you leaving?
What?
Soon.
That would be, like, I assume, soonish. Maybe now. Possibly.
Maybe before you get onto the dock.
As you all step off the ship onto the dock, Carinth has just sat on a little sort of wooden stump by this dock, just watching all of you come off.
Hey, mate.
I'm glad you all decided to join us.
To be fair, they had a casino. Now, we didn't even get to play it, but we did have a buffet. It's delicious.
I think you'll have a wonderful time, and I've been asked to show you the safe routes, but you gotta be careful.
Well, yes, we were invited by what looked to be a very death's doorstep Oinoloth.
They all look like that. I will guide you in, yeah. You gotta be cautious, though.
Can I insight check?
Yep.
Yeah. I think we don't follow this person.
Oh, no.
They want us to get there. They want us to get to
19.
the city.
19.
They're
They
not
do.
cool.
They do want you to go to meet the Oinoloths in the city.
I don't know that.
Kelvin does.
I do believe they do want us to go to the Oinoloths. No clarity on whether they intend to take us on the safest route or not.
I have every faith in our ability to make sure that happens. And I think they'd tighten their fist, and just the sort of like wisps of clouds start to just prepared to summon disorder.
As you all head off the dock towards Kin Oin with your potential guide, can you all make me a wisdom saving throw?
There we go.
God, I hate this game.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh,
I've definitely failed.
Oh, hun, yeah, it's not good.
Well, do you not add anything? Oh, yeah, you can add
No, like I'd have 11.
8.
wisdom. No, I'm not proficient in that.
15.
No, 19.
19.
Yeah, 16.
Why did I not inspire us before this? 11.
11.
14.
14. 4.
Oh, mate.
26.
As all of you walk down the dock and continue on this path down to Kin Oin, the two of you turn round.
Oh.
Huh? What's that again?
Look behind you on the dock. There's no boat.
What?
There's no boat.
Muriel's like Muriel and the it's like Batman. You never see Bruce Wayne and Batman in the same room.
Does anyone remember rolling a save before we got on that boat?
No. We didn't roll saves before we got on the boat. But I'm not quite sure what we've just saved against.
The boat.
Judah, can you see a boat?
I look.
Yeah, it's right there. It's
Yeah.
just making its way up.
It's just. It's not gone. It's not gone far yet. Look, it's just a.
I'm just going to make a quick insight check as to whether it would freak you out if I tell you that I can't see the boat. That is a 13. Would it freak you out on a 13?
No. This to me is like the Star Trek of things, where the Star Trek crew never tell each other that weird shit is happening. Like, come on, tell each other that weird shit is
Well,
happening.
Kelvin just asked, can you see a boat? And that's why I am going to pipe up like, I don't see a boat.
Do I
Alright.
see a boat?
No, yes, you do. You see the boat.
The boat's right there.
I mean, you can't. It's now going over the edge of the horizon.
Are you saying there's no boat?
Yes, there is no boat there.
I
But of
can't
course-
see a boat.
We stayed in the boat.
I unwrap a little parcel thing. I pick it out and I say, "Is there 3 humbugs in that?"
No, it's empty.
Have we been?
And on that bombshell, we have to end. We are so close on time.
Was it?
Thank you so much, everyone. I have to do this quickly again because we're so tight on time. Thank you for joining us, everyone. If you enjoyed tonight, we're playing every Monday night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. British. No, it's not British summertime anymore, is it? It's
It's GMT.
GMT.
Yes.
GMT. We also have a live D&D show on the first Tuesday every month at the Rosy Branch Theatre in London called Undergods, DM'd by Chloe right there. So you can come and join us there if you are London-based. We also run another show called Mixtape on the last Wednesday of every month, which is streamed at twitch.tv/adventurerswanted, as is all of our content as well. If you want to support us and what we do in a different way, we can do so on Patreon. It's really great. You can patronise us there and get loads of great stuff. We're so tight on time, I can't run through it all. We're Adventurers Wanted on most social medias, Adventures250 on Twitter, and we're going to have
tiny plug.
And of course, plug!
Tiniest one. My podcast is called Flintlocks and Fireballs.
Do it.
We are set. Thank you. We are set in Napoleonic times on a pirate ship. We write our own sea shanties. It's amazing. Come and join.
So good.
Follow us at Flintlocks D&D.
Do it.
Do it.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Ellie. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.